shadow, sweet as night. No light can pierce me through. Nobody sees me as you do. Stand now, bloodless, unburdened, drained of fear. No more must we be shameful. The dread behind our tears. Hear me, trust me, see me, love me, fear me, judge me. I love you. Who else can know all of your pain? Who do you know could carry their shame as long as you have, but never again? For I am filled by endless love and suffering for you. Hear me, see me, who but I know is God's true gift. What thin black crape her love portends, with hearts agape. Come, souls afflicted, I shall fill your house with all her cold and hollow truth. Bear me under your shadow, sweet as night. No more light shall pierce us through. No one can love you as I do. Trust me. Fear me.
Under a sunken sky, 5 cold light birds huddle in the sallow weeds, cackling at me. And it's times like these I hang my head and wonder why I never try to fight for myself.
Hungry woods, reaching high, snatch the light out from the sky. Leafy sighs, creaking bones, pray you don't get found alone. Crickly crack, the branches pop, it grows the night that never stops. The tree that leans with twisted grin, her limbs are thrown, her soul is sin. Underneath the crooked moon stalks the king on cloven hoof, in pale decay and empty his kingdom all. For life delicious heed his call. He carries 6 of sword and seal. Once wayward souls that fall and kneel. Run, run, don't shrink and cower, and join us at the witching hour. Skip and sing, thrashing light to smother the shrieks of endless night. Dance beneath the crooked moon, and rising rapture hand in hand. From pale decay and empty gloom, we'll comfort you. May our light embrace you too.
No, you're good. No worries. I'll have to move you around. Actually has me in your spot, which is interesting. So, fix it real quick.
Madeira's got the right idea. Oh.
Alright, so I need to
It's
fix.
got dark outside quick for you. Like, it was pretty bright just a little while ago.
Yeah, I'm East Coast, so it's like 8 approaching 9. It'll be like 12:30 by the time we're done with this, so I'll need to head back inside at some point.
Excuse me. Goodness, I don't know what was going on with that. Thank you. So kind of you. Okay. Pink, okay. And then this should fix you, Revan, for the stream, and then we'll be good. Luckily, it's a quick fix, because I had a pretty much pre-position before. So, bang. There you go. Look better? All right. Cool. We're good to go then. All right. Welcome back, everybody, to session 2 of the Crooked Moon. How's everyone doing today since last week?
We're so good.
So
Very nice,
good. Awesome.
So good.
Sweet. Glad to hear that. Now that we've got one session down, now we can take into account what I do before we start each session from previous sessions. So I will give one of you the option to give a recap from last week, and whoever gives the recap can choose to take heroic inspiration or give it to somebody else.
I'll do it.
Okay. Alder, you can give the recap from session 1.
Hell yeah. There we all were, hanging out in our happy little circus, when all of a sudden, it caught fire, and we died. Luckily, wherever we died, didn't kill us for real, but actually reincarnated us into some new bodies. But before our bearings could be gained and we gathered and discussed, we sort of focused on the leader of our carnival, Chuckles, figuring he had something to do with it, since we all heard his manic chuckling right before it went black for us. After starting to gain our bearings, a spectral train billowed out of the mist, stopping in front of us. A frogman calling himself the Vagrant appeared and asked us for our tickets. He tells us that he recognizes our new forms, and that any of our previous memories that we had, we must be going, a little crazy. But we get on board the train, and he explains that we are bound for Droskenwald, a land of rebirth, and apparently our real homes. We are warned multiple times not to open the windows, as there is a green shroud outside that, if it got onto the train, could corrupt the other spirits who were aboard with us. The vagrant left. We all got to know each other a little bit, and during a game of I Spy, one of our druids, Clarence, noticed a strange spirit which seemed different from the rest. This spirit rose, broke the windows and the rules, corrupting one of the other spirits, and attacked. The vagrant asked for our assistance since he's not really a fighter. Several of us went down. Clarence saved our bacon, and as soon as we defeated this other spectral traveler, he said that we would not be able to stop her return, and disappeared. And we gained a level. Good for us. The vagrant comes back, he came over the intercom and asked us to help several haints on board the train, which are more susceptible to the corruption that was let on board. And he also provided us with marble-like soul cans, which could be used to trap the haints as sort of a last resort. We all agreed to help, and we all received some memories from our new forms, helping us to go forward. We moved into the sleeping car, where Revan discovered one of the haints who seemed to miss her husband, and after several failed attempts by the gang, the tag team of Revan and Dr. Morn convinced the spirit to pass on. In the next car, we met Lord Philip and Lady Adela Droskenwald enjoying some drinks by the bar as they introduced themselves and wanted to chat. We schmoozed a little bit with the Lord and Lady of Droskenwald, had some drinks before Adela offered to do a card reading for us, which we accepted, and that was where we left off. Did I forget anything important?
Excuse me.
No,
No.
I don't think.
No, you pretty much covered everything that we did. So you can take the inspiration for yourself, or you can roll a d6 to see who it goes to.
I will give it to Clarence.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, Clarence, you have your inspiration on your character sheet. Just keep in mind for when it comes to to see if you have inspiration or not. If you have forgotten, right by where your character level is that little star there. That is for your inspiration. So. Only person right now has it is Clarence, so take that for what you will. So now for our warm-up question for today. That was a pretty short-lived one. This one says, where's the chat box? There we go. From your character's perspective, what is one title your character has earned that makes them proud? Starting with Alder.
What is it?
Title, or basically like what's one accolade or something along those lines that you have earned over your lifetime that makes them proud.
You know what? We haven't gotten to it yet, but he is super proud that the Elderwood chose him for this mission, and he the tree version of him at the very least, maybe not necessarily the bear, really believes that he has worked hard and has earned the Elderwood's favor.
Sweet. It's a good one. And we'll see how that plays out for sure. Well, Clarence.
It was a couple seasons back that he grew the largest cabbage in all of Enoch. He's kind of moved away from giant vegetables because he feels like it's showboating, so he just grows for sustenance rather than bragging rights.
There you go. We got the biggest you said biggest cabbage?
Biggest cabbage.
Heck yeah. What did they do with that cabbage? Is it still on display down there, or did the whole town eat it?
They just turned it into a bunch of sauerkraut. Easiest way to preserve it.
Very fitting for a place like Enoch. Just endless sauerkraut. All right, appreciate you sharing. What about Dr. Morn?
Well, as of right now, I'd say his greatest title is Doctor, but his greatest accomplishment is yet to be fulfilled.
Yeah.
I would say.
Okay. Sweet. What about Madeira?
So Madeira, again, like I figured this out as I go, but I feel like, so there, when I was reading about Holmarsh, there was this place called Darktide Manor, and I figure she learned most of her occult magic, both from studying at there, because like it seemed to be like a school, or at least that was what I lifted when I was reading it. So or like a museum school mixed situation. So like I think she learned there, so anyhow, I think she has like a degree or something if they do that there. So that's something she's super proud of. Is that's at least in my head. That's what I'm going for. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, your education you received at Darktide Manor, that give you your occult practice teachings that you use to this day. All right. Awesome. But Revan, what is Revan proud of? What title or accolade?
Not really a title, as they don't really have title of more of age groups, but being taken into the monastery of Silent Stones, where in which he learned so far the basics of martial arts.
So basically, just being having the opportunity to go to this monastery of Silent Stones and learn there.
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet. And Vald. Was Vald most proud of title-wise or accolades?
So in Syndramus, where Vald is from, he's earned a nickname of the Smiling Abomination, and he is quite pleased with that little nickname. He's quite proud of the fact that he can stay smiling considering all that he's been through. Whether or not that is some sort of trauma response or not is yet to be seen. The abomination part he doesn't take super kindly to, but he recognizes that whatever was done to him was to try to create a perfect being, but the scientists were flawed in their experiments, and now he's on a kind of a quest to right their wrongs and finish what they started.
Yeah.
And hopefully he can continue smiling through all of that.
I'm sure he'll find a reason to smile, especially if his him being a barbarian and what barbarians do to make, if that makes him smile, he'll have plenty of opportunity for that. Sweet. Thank you all for sharing your little bits and pieces about your character with that warm-up question. We'll bring ourselves back to the lounge car where we found ourselves last time. So just as a reminder of what this lounge car looks like, this lounge is one of understated luxury. Ebony walls are inlaid with gold geometric patterns. Plush burgundy velvet chairs are arranged for quiet conversation. Soft light filters through frosted sconces, casting a gentle glow on the various haunting landscapes that hang on the walls. And then, of course, as I said before, a tall, thin man leans against the bar, a whiskey glass in hand. His dark, slick-back hair gleams with precision, framing his face with sharp lines and is accentuated by a pencil-thin mustache. He wears a tailor-striped suit and grips an ornate cane atop of the silver goat skull. And sitting beside him, who is now sitting at a different table, is a shorter woman with curly brown hair who is wearing a shimmering flapper dress, champagne flute in hand. She laughs lightly. And just as a quick ado of what they look like, even though you guys can see them kind of just from where you're at, this is Philip Druskenwald, the one I described before. And this one is Adela. And the last time you guys spoke to them, they asked you quite a bit of pressing questions about who you are, what makes you you. And Adela, hearing you talk about your little incident that happened before you found yourself on the Ghostlight Express, expressed to you that she's a clairvoyant of sorts and was offering to shuffle a deck of cards to tell you your future. So that is where we left off. So at the moment we have Bald, Clarence, Alder, and is Dr. Morin, are you with them as well to get their card reading?
Yeah, I'm just hanging around there. I probably wasn't aware of the card reading because I wasn't paying attention, but yeah, I'm still standing around there.
Okay, sure. For Madeira and Revan, are you guys hanging on that side of the bar having conversation with Philip, or that woman sitting at the table with herself smoking a cigarette, or what is it you guys are doing?
Madeira, do you want to go first?
I think I'm gonna have a conversation with the woman, but I'll probably head over for not a horoscope reading, the other thing.
You have your future read? Yeah, a tarot reading.
I'll probably head over for a tarot reading. Once I'm done talking with her.
So that's exactly what I was going to say as well, because it seems pretty crowded over there, and you're supposed to be doing a job, so might as well continue working on that while it's crowded.
Sure.
And I figure their readings are their business, not
Okay. So for you two, I'll go with you two first, and then go for everyone getting their cards read, so that way it's a little bit more seamless that way. The two of you sent over here on the other side of this bar from where Philip is sitting. You see sitting on one of the velvet chairs is another woman that looks similar to the Wayward Haint that was in the sleeper car. Though her visage looks slightly different, as she looks like this. Oops, it did not work. Try again. There we go. And she's sitting there. She's a beautiful woman in a long silky dress, smoking a cigarette while glumly looking out of the window. Her whole being seems hollow. She only knows herself, as she's kind of mumbling to herself before you approach in a with a little bit of a sing-songiness to her voice under her breath. But as you approach her, what do you do? What do you say?
As she's looking out the window, I'll walk over. I'll take a seat down here, and I'll go. Nice view. My name's Revan. What's yours?
Some call me the songstress, and you may call it a beautiful view, but all I see is the wandering and soulless seeking to get on this train car. Perhaps we are the beautiful view to them.
It's an interesting way to put that.
Either way, I'm not quite sure how I feel. I feel quite empty, as I almost want to look at these aimless souls outside and find song to give them meaning behind their meaningless lives, but I can't find the words. I used to be a well-known songstress, you know. People knew me everywhere.
Madeira's gonna walk up and kind of stand near. Actually, she's gonna pull a chair close and she's gonna sit with them. I don't know how to start conversations. I guess she'll ask about her singing and like if she enjoyed it, or if she had like favorite songs, or if she had any that she particularly enjoyed, that sort of thing.
Yeah. she'll look at you and say, "Oh, I sang many a different song. Mostly, I prefer the taste of things that are jazzy and romantic. But none of those songs quite give me the feeling of a performance of a lifetime. One that made me feel like I made it, you know? And I'm trying to find the words for that perfect song, but I can't find one for one last performance before I move on to Dreskenwald and become reborn there. And hopefully be still a world famous singer." And then she'll take a long drag out of her cigarette as she waits for you all to say whatever you're gonna say.
What have your other songs been about?
Oh, they've been about what seems to be starting off as unrequited love that turned out to be just a moment of miscommunication. Other times of a long lost lover that you thought you'd never see again, but eventually found their way back, even if it was for a long time. Songs like that. The song's mostly about love, but with a little bit of a jazziness to it, so it feels like it goes deep into your soul. I don't have a favorite.
Why not this song about your life then?
But I need inspiration
Sounds
for
like
that.
you've known
I need
your
inspiration.
own life.
Sorry, go ahead.
Your own life. I'm guessing your inspiration for your other songs all happened in real life, so you sung about them. But why not sing about your entire life, not just fleeting moments?
Well, what if my life is not interesting enough to have quite that song that hits you, doesn't feel like a song of a lifetime. Autobiographical songs can be quite boring to some. Plus, I can't even find the words. I can't feel the music.
How?
Okay, Madeira.
Oh yeah, sorry. I was just gonna ask if we haven't explored the train yet, but I'm really regretting not bringing a musical instrument. Have I seen any musical instruments on the train that I can?
Roll me insight to see if you remember.
All right. Boo 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 boo. Madeira. Insight +2, so not the worst that I have.
15.
Yes, I do. So 15, not the worst.
Pretty good roll.
Actually, kind of good.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. You do recall in the last train car you were on, you did see a phonograph in there. As you were walking by, you kind of saw Alder messing with it in one of the rooms. I believe it was in Philip and Adela's room.
Can I sidle up to Philip and ask, hey, can I borrow your phonograph for a hot second?
Who are you asking this to?
Philip, I'm gonna leave the table real quick, really like a really scatterbrained person. I just realized, oh my gosh, I saw this phonograph. This might be able to help. I'm gonna go up to Philip and say, hey, can I borrow your phonograph real quick? I know this is really sudden, and out of nowhere. Can I? I'll put it right back.
Why, certainly, you can help yourself to it. I have no use for it at the moment. I have beautiful music in here right now.
Thank you. So Madeira is gonna, if it's all right with DM, she's gonna head over and grab the phonograph and try and carry it back and sit it down. Set it down. She's gonna grab a table and drag it over and set it down and it's probably like a crank kind, because like in my head, like the old timey phonographs have cranks for some reason. So she's gonna, yeah. Or can I get the photograph before I start describing this?
Yeah. So the phonograph will be, it's made out of brass and wood, and it sits on the table inside of the second cabin, the one I said for Philip and Adela's room. I was incorrect, so it's in the middle one. And then when you do turn it on to kind of make sure it works, you'll hear the sound of slow romantic jazz music that plays through it.
So just what she ordered. All right. Madeira's gonna drag that off to the, I want to say club car. That's definitely not the right word, but you know what I'm talking about.
The lounge car, yeah.
The lounge car, and to get it all set up next to her and started playing, and she's gonna go like, ta-da! But she won't say ta-da. She'll just like, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you'll bring that phonograph in there and present it to her, and she'll say, "Oh, that's a mighty nice piece of hardware you have there. What kind of music does it play there, darling?"
Romantic jazz, which I think is what you said you wanted. And then she's gonna like set it up, like do the crank thing and like move the needle and then get to start. And do I have to roll for something?
No, you don't actually. So it just says you bring the phonograph to her and turn it on like you said. It doesn't require any check to actually make it work. It's pretty self-explanatory. So as you put this on, she'll then stand up from her seat, and she'll kind of, with a little bit of sway in her hips, walk to the center of the lounge car as the music on here begins to play. And then you will see her look over towards all of you in the train car as she starts singing a song as this music plays. To the point where Adela, who's getting ready to do a tarot reading, she will stand up and look over at the songstress as she sings, and you'll see her kind of take her hands and put them off to her face like this and start swaying side to side and beckon Philip over to come with her while the song is playing, spurring up these romantic emotions within them. And they'll begin to slowly dance a little bit over here by the table. And as the song is getting ready to conclude, you'll hear the final lyrics of her song say, "Impossible to think at all without the thought of you and me. It all would fall, nothing left to hold the stars and sea apart. Ridiculous, there ever was a world without a you and me. To not recall a you at all would send it all crashing down. Floating over the storm, love as soft as a cloud. Incredible that through it all, the dashed and broken stardust fell and settled into you and me, and all the time we need." And as she's saying the words "and all the time we need," you will see her start to slowly dissolve from your view. And then as she does that, you'll hear the last note of the jazz song on the phonograph turn off and scratch a little bit before you just see it continue to spin.
Good job.
There you go. You have
I was
successfully...
about to ask what the old lady's name was and tell her the old lady that was waiting for her husband on the train.
Run that by me again.
You're not the old lady. I was going to tell her about the old lady that was on the train that we got to pass. For she was waiting for her lover to join her.
What? You were able to take care of both of them. So 2 out of the
That
6.
was beautiful.
And you'll see Philip and Adela finish their little dance, and she'll say, "Oh, that was such a beautiful song. Thank you for helping her. She seemed so lost for a moment until you gave her that inspiration of music. That was wonderful."
But anywho, I have to tell you some futures and stories, don't I?
Yes.
Who would like to go first? Come on, don't be shy. You?
Okay. you will need to move aside, Mr. Vault. Oh. There we go, yes. Okay.
Now tell me
So,
what.
My past is a mystery to me, as much as my future. So, if your card can tell me past, that is also good.
Oh, well, certainly I can tell you what it is that I know, but my clairvoyance tends to tell more of the future than it does about the past, but sometimes I have moments where I see both. But do tell me, have you ever had your fate read before?
I don't remember. My past is a mystery. Keep up.
Oh, I apologize. I didn't know if you had one just in the other cards or something. It meant no problems.
No, I apologize. I came off as aggressive. It's the bear in me.
Well, perhaps you will find some way to have more control over that bear tendencies.
Who knows? It's in the future. Maybe the future says I become less like a bear.
Perhaps it does.
Here's hoping.
Here's hoping. That's right. All right, let me see if I can find this image of the deck of cards, because it should be in here. They just put them in a weird spot on the VTT. Okay, I'm in the area, but I don't see a picture of them, of the cards itself. But you'll see her pull out a deck of cards from the oh, by the way, if I didn't show this is what the train looks like, if I haven't shown you this before. But you'll see her reach down into her little small dainty purse that she has with her and pull out a deck of black cards that have the iconography of a goat skull on the back, relatively similar to the goat skull that is on the end of Philip Dreskenwald's cane. And she'll start shuffling them, and she'll say, well, when it comes to the future, sometimes we have answers that are not quite obvious. They make it very it's not meant to give you necessarily the answer you're seeking, but mostly the path you must take in order to find what you need to find. Does that make sense? Okay. And perhaps it'll give some insight into your past. Well, Mr. Alder, as these cards are kind of telling me as I'm shuffling them, you are definitely from the Arden Gloom. Did you know that before?
Hey, this is what they tell me. Apparently, it is placed with big trees.
Yes,
and I gesture to my club on my back.
Yes, that is where the famed Elderwood Forest grows, and where you seem to have one of its branches. There's something telling me that that this Elderwood has told you many a thing. Something that is sorts of changing the way you think and the way that you view the world.
Okay. I will have to give it a talking to later, see if it can help me remember things.
I was going to say, does that seem like it is true to you, or
it has not said anything to me since I have been here.
Well, perhaps this card will lead you to the path where it does give you answers. And then she'll take the deck of cards and sweep them all across the table, and it reveals 20 cards in front of you that she has pulled out, and she'll say, each of you 6 will pull one of these cards, and it'll tell you something about your future. Mr. Alder, since you volunteered first, you are the first to have first crack. So, go ahead.
Dibs on that one.
Okay.
And I point to a card.
Okay, roll me a d20.
I will do that as soon as. Haha!
Aha!
Okay.
A 3.
A hot 3.
A hot 3. Okay, so she'll let me see if I can now pull up these cards, because they should be working. Let's see. Come on. I'm trying to make this image pop up for me, but it is
not wanting to. Come on. Do as I say. Okay, I think this may have worked. No, maybe not. Oh, dang it, it was working earlier. But anyway, I will show you each of these cards. But what she'll do is she'll take the card that you pull, and you'll see a woman that is standing with a backdrop behind you that is a little bit of some crimson color in her shirt and her background. And she'll go, "When times get tough, there's nothing quite like a mother's love. That's really what the Empress in a nutshell. This card appears when you need it most. I see a house on a hill and a mama tucking you in at night after a terrible nightmare. That's the Empress."
Very nice. Does this woman look like anybody that I recognize?
Roll me an insight check.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. As soon as... There we go.
Okay. With 11, as you're looking down at this card to see if you recognize the face, you'll see the face kind of looking off to the side, and you swear for a moment you see the eyes turn and look directly at you.
Ooh.
And then when you see in those eyes, you think for a moment, you see 3 images flash in your head. You'll see first a pigeon landing on a pigeon fecal matter stoop and kind of and flock its feathers as they go everywhere when it shakes its little feathers. Then your scene changes to it looks like a person who is laying completely flat, arms to their side and legs completely straight together, laying on the ground, but being held down by tight rope that are held into the ground with string all across their body, keeping them in place. And as you look along this, at this body sitting there with a face you don't recognize, you start seeing centipedes crawl all over them. And music for this too. And then after that, you'll see the image change to a wall with tattered newspapers and random spots of holes where you can see the former covering of what drywall would be, with then boards behind it that kind of cover it up, and little holes in random spots in a dark room. And for a moment, you think you see a couple of sets of red eyes poking through these holes, and then you hear the sound of thunder behind you and the flash of lightning. And as you do, and you see each of these holes, you see weasels and their faces sticking out from the hole, staring at you with a look of glee on their face. Before you get pulled back to where you're at now.
Miss Adela, I think your cards are broken and they are kind of gross.
Oh, my cards aren't broken. They tell you exactly what you need to know. If you saw something, keep that in mind.
Okay, future is broken and gross. I thank you for this assistance.
But you may keep that card. It is the Empress, and perhaps it will tell you even more.
Oh, a gift for Halder. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, and that is your reading. So then she'll look and say, "Who's next? Who would like the future told now?"
Valder just kind of like shoot his hand up, like me.
I come next after him.
Okay. And have you ever had your tarot read before?
Nope.
I wonder if this is everyone's first time. What is it you seek to learn from these tarot cards? Same as Mr. Alder?
No clue, just seems like fun.
Okay, well, let's see what you get. Pick a card, or one of the ones on the table. And then you can roll me a d20 as well. And then if you get a 3, we'll re-roll. Okay, 11.
Got one. 5, actually.
Oh, sorry, I looked at Alder's insight check for some reason. 5. Okay. Let me see if I can pull... Come on. Yeah, I can't pull up these card things, which is annoying. Maybe if it's in a different spot? Potentially. Okay, yeah. Sorry. Now I finally found the ones I can share with you guys. So, Alder, this is what you saw with your card. So, there we go.
She looks nothing like me.
All right. And then, Cat, I almost called you Caster, Vald. This is the image you see on your card. And yours says the Hierophant. And she goes, "Learning is next to godliness. I'm pretty sure that's how the saying goes. Anyway, the Hierophant is telling you just that. There's something in your future that can lead you down the right path. You just gotta seek them out and be practically bloodthirsty in your quest for knowledge." And then, do you also pick up the card or take a look at it?
I'll like lean down really close to like stare at it.
Okay, roll me insight. Okay, Bald. With your unnatural, dirty one, you will see this image of this person with a sword and a pyre burning below him with a person standing on it. You will start to see the woman standing there. Her hair begin to flow and her face look at you as she screams out, and you notice her eyes get bigger and bigger as she screams out before her body turns to ash before your eyes, and soon you are replaced in that spot, finding yourself tied to the pyre, and you suddenly can feel your flesh on your body begin to burn, almost like it's actually happening to you. And as you're feeling yourself being burned, you look up through the window. You can see atop of a mountain what looks to be a building that seems very similar to the one in the background of this card that is sitting on a hilltop, and it seems to almost be bleeding down the side of the mountain, where should be avalanches from the snowy peaks are just crimson red. And above it, you can see a moon that is smiling at you, and you can see blood dripping from its teeth, dripping down onto the building below before you snap out of it.
Valda's just gonna start chuckling and just go, I've taken a lot of drugs before, but that was weird.
Oh, well, this one is very interesting. What did you see in your little vision?
There was a lot of blood and fire and brimstone. Sounds like a Tuesday, I guess.
This seems like something right up your alley, isn't it, Vald? Seeing as how you were created. And how you escaped, right? Do you not remember?
They're coming back, but it's still kind of vague.
Well, this should be right up your alley. Shouldn't it? Oh, anyway, you may keep your card as well. Hopefully it'll further guide you along the way. Next!
It's me next.
Mr. Clarence Honeydew. You look more honeydewish than the last time I saw you.
Don't know how to take that as a compliment or what. Thank you.
Well, it's certainly not a derogatory term, but go ahead and pick a card.
Oh, I'm feeling this one.
It's a 9. Alright, let's see what the 9 gets you. There we go. You will pull this card.
Death.
Death. And on the card it says the Hermit. And then Adela looks at you and goes,
The Hermit isn't as lonely as it seems. You just don't need to run off into the forest or anything. You just need to break up your routine a little. It's time to walk a new path. While it's easy to rely on a guide, you gotta start trying relying on yourself.
and as you gaze upon the card, and you look at the skull that's sitting on top of the, what am I trying to say? This little stick that's sitting here, you will suddenly get pulled into your vision as well, and you find yourself standing in a clearing in a forest. And this goat skull that's sitting here still within view. Before you start to see the forest around you begin to steam and let out this intensely putrid odor. Everything around you, the leaves, the grass, the log that you're standing in front of, and the trees themselves begin to sag and rot and bend and bow. And you can almost see the pestilence being exuding from this forest. Before you start to see within the trees as they're melting away from you, something large and gargantuan standing above the tree line as it melts down. And you almost think you can see an empty, distended body with nothing but rotten entrails hanging from it, and its head looking similar to this goat skull. Before you see a hand reach out to you to touch you on the forehead. And before you can stop it, you feel this deep energy go through your body and start to look at you as your wicker begins to become wet and dirty as it starts to almost melt away within your burlap sack. And you can feel your honeydew begin to cave in your head. And the feeling of the holes your eyes are almost begin to turn real and pop out and hang as you feel your body beginning to rot away before you snap out of it and find yourself completely normal.
Oh, geez, that wasn't too fun. If that's my future, I don't want none of that.
Well, I don't know what you saw, but it can't be all that bad, just like the card says. You gotta break from your routine and itself. Walk a new path.
I was brought in alive and sentient the entire time. It was horrendous, as you could imagine.
Well, what is it that you did see, if you don't mind me asking? It seemed to be enough. Go ahead.
I was in a forest, it looked all normal like, then it started like rotting and getting real stanky. And then there's this big guy, monster thing off in the forest, and then I got touched, and then I got all dirty and gross, and then it started rotting. It was real unpleasant. I'll sum it up as that.
Well, that certainly seems unpleasant on the surface, but when you really think about it, perhaps it's the card trying to tell you that your old life is behind you. Whatever you remembered from before you came to this train is no longer important, but what lies ahead is what's important. Let the old life rot away and the new life grow new, just like a new forest.
I suppose. Okay. Well, you have a nice evening, ma'am.
Well, of course. And she'll look over at Dr. Morn and Revan and Madeira and say, only 3 left.
I gestured to either of them.
I don't, Dr. Morton probably wouldn't believe in us, but he'll sit down anyway.
Okay.
I guess I sense a bit of apprehension from you, mister. Tell me, what is it that you doubt about this place, this reading?
guess it's hard to believe that cards can provide visions.
Well, what's the harm in trying? I could either be Okut, and you just touch a card and it means nothing to you, or I could be right and you'll learn something about yourself. Either way, it's a win-win.
All right, 15. So that puts us
We've been slowly getting higher.
slowly getting higher. All right, just had the cards up. Now I lost them. Here we go. Oh, you minimize now. It's gonna be. Oh, come on. My taskbars are fighting each other. There we go. Oh, dang it. There we go. All right. You got this one. And as she looks down at this card, she goes, "Oh gosh, I don't want to spook you, but it looks like you might be easily manipulated. Whatever you do, don't give in to temptation. The devil whispers to dark entities that would use your desires to corrupt you for your nefarious ends. Beware."
Doesn't sound familiar.
And as you say it doesn't sound familiar, and you look down at this this image, you will see your vision warp, and you can hear the sound of this loudspeaker in here playing this music, and suddenly you hear, as the sound goes out, and you hear nothing but silence, and you find yourself standing upon a hill, alone, a hill in the middle of the forest, all these trees surrounding you on all sides, and you hear complete and utter silence. And as you're looking down along this hill, and you kind of turn around, you'll notice standing right behind you is a singular tree on top of the hill that is cracked and gnarled, and the branches weaving through the ground like dark veins, almost like the hill itself is breathing, and the veins themselves pumping the life force from whatever this tree is, or rather pulling it from the side of the hill itself. Before you see, within the cracks of the tree, a yellow light begins to form, and out of it you'll see a darkness begin to ooze out like a pimple that has just an immense amount of pus that is slowly pouring out of it onto the ground before it coalesces along the ground into the form that just grows and grows and grows in front of you. And a black mass before you see within the black mass 3 red eyes, 1 and 2, and then a third in the middle above it open up. And you can feel yourself wanting to get closer before you get popped out of this vision. And you're still sitting at the table with this card sitting in front of you.
What did you see? What did you see? Are you a believer yet?
He would just stand up and just pocket the card and say, No, I don't believe I saw anything.
Roll me deception.
Deception.
Pretty good. Adela will be able to see right through your deceptive attempt and say,
Well, I know you saw something. You can't be the only one who didn't see anything. If you don't want to spill the beans, it must be because you don't want to be seen as wrong. That's okay. I don't judge. We're all friends here. But take that card with you, and perhaps rethink what you think about this whole tarot card thing. And perhaps in the future you'll see that I'm leading you down the right path.
He would just tuck the card right next to the bottle.
okay.
And then I'll get out of the way.
All right. Only 2 left.
You're over here first. Before me.
So Madeira, okay. She'll say,
Madeira, you look a little familiar.
I don't know if we've met before, but maybe we have. My memory is, it's not doing so well. Not like the others, but I have been on the Ghostlight Express before.
Oh, well, perhaps that is why. Perhaps we've seen each other in previous travels, or perhaps somebody who looks like you. Do you have a twin by chance?
Sister, I think we look very similar. Oh, you met her? Have you met her? I've been looking for her. Her name is Colchis. Have you met a Colchis?
Alright. I don't think I've met a cultist, but I feel like I've seen her. Someone who looks like you before. I don't know if it was here on the train or somewhere in Dresk involved, but in any case, you just look familiar. There's some familiarity to you. But in any case, pick a card. Perhaps this will give us both some enlightenment.
And then...
I think... Oh, nobody got an 11 already, right? No. Got a 5, 3, a 9, and a 13. Or 15, I mean. Okay, so yeah, this is a new one then. Okay. She will then pull, or you'll pull out a card that will look like this. And as you pull that card, she will go,
Oh, Justice! You may find yourself in a position to cast judgment, but don't let that kind of power go to your head. Everything isn't always as it seems, so always consider both sides of any story. You might have the power now, but eventually karma really rebalances the scales.
And then as you pull your card and take a look at this. It kind of reminds you a little bit of a card that was pulled earlier by this was by Fall, yes. You will pull into a vision, and you will see a monastery sitting upon a mountainside, where there is blood seeping down the stair steps as you feel yourself walking up them and feeling the feeling of walking through puddles, but you see it is an endless stream of blood. And you'll find within this monastery, you'll see pyres sitting along the walls here that have been burned, and bodies that were once in the shape, or at least by the shape were humanoid, are now nothing but burnt husks standing along the sides. But despite their burnt state, you'll hear the crackle as all their heads turn towards you as they watch you enter into this monastery. And you can now see the inner walls are dripping with blood, continuing along this river in front of you. Before you see at the very end, a man similar to what you see on this card here will step out of a doorway, and then beside him, 3 shadowy figures, all of various sizes and different garb, but out of your specific view, you'll see them standing on either side. Before you see him draw a sword and point it towards you, and reach behind his back and pull out a shield and hold it in front of you. And then you'll see the floor below you burst with blood all around you and begin to envelop and pull you down, feeling like you're going to drown in this warm pool of blood before you snap back out of it. Ooh, this one always makes me chuckle. This is a fun little card to draw. What did you see? Did it give you any insight?
A lot of blood. I saw a lot of blood. Injustice, but a lot of blood.
A lot of blood? Are you sure it wasn't raspberry jam?
It was flowing from piles and piles of corpses. It flowed down the steps. It was too fluid to be raspberry jam.
Oh, well, hate to be that maid to clean up that place. You know what I mean? It'd be quite a mess. Well, I'm sure that keep the card with you as well. I'm sure that many of your paths will cross similar places and similar goals, but in either case, like to be a guide for taking you to where you need to go. It's a handsome man on this card too, or woman. And then she will look over to Revan and say, "Well, last but certainly not least, Mr. Azureborn."
So, how exactly does this work?
You just simply need to pick a card in front of you, and then the card will tell me what it is trying to tell you. Although it doesn't give a straight answer most of the time, it'll at least get you on the right sheet of music. All you simply need to do is pick a card.
Something specific?
Whatever you're feeling.
I had a vision earlier.
No. What is this vision?
I want to know if the person that died or not.
I'm sorry, say that again.
I want to know if the person in the vision died or not.
What's the vision?
It was of a fight. I think.
Oh.
Maybe something more.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what. I'll try to tap into your vision while you pull one of the cards, and we'll see if they tell a similar tale. Perhaps I'll be able to get you some answers.
It's Hoopa. We were heading up and then we went right back down. Okay. This is the card that you pulled. And she goes,
"The High Priestess. Why, that's well. You gotta listen to your heart and use your intuition. Look into that place where your memories rest, and you'll find you've got all the experience you need to make the tough choices ahead."
And then you will be pulled into a vision where you'll find yourself once again beating down on this person on the ground. But you can see when you are punching the face, you feel that the face actually not feel as fleshy and as broken as was before. You can feel yourself punching something hard. And when you look down, you can see this person below you is wearing the same mask that this person's wearing on your card. And when you look down upon it, you feel the temptation to pull the mask away. But the body below starts to try to fight you off as you're trying to reach for the mask. But you overcome them, give them a couple more punches to the body, and pull their arms aside before you finally are able to pull the mask off. And when you pull the mask away, you can see you laying there, but dead. Before you're pulled back out of your vision. And Adela will look at you and go,
"Now, did that give you any insight into the future and your past?"
Just more questions.
These things happen every time to time, but sometimes the answers are hidden within the message and are not quite so obvious. You just have to do some digging. But it seems like I got to everyone.
You did not do Philip.
Oh, well, Philip. Perhaps I should have my husband do it. That'd be quite fun, wouldn't it? Hey, darling, you want to pull one of the tarot cards?
And then Philip will kind of give a smile over to his wife and say, anything for you, sweetheart. And he walks over there and pulls a card himself.
I'm gonna like really try to like keep an eye on like his. Like I'm trying to clock like sort of what he sees when he pulls the card, as much as I can without being in the vision itself.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me insight while he's pulling this card.
Yeah.
Nice, 18.
Hey.
Okay, so what she will do, or he'll do, is he'll pull up a card and he'll show it to you all. And this card looks like this. And then he'll say, well, Adela, darling, what does this card mean? And then she'll look and say, well, if you ever wanted complete control of your life, you're in luck. The Emperor promises that in spades. Sure, you gotta do a bit of work first. Break some habits. Change a belief or two, but if you do that, you'll be the one dealing the cards, not losing the game. And then he'll look and say, huh, well, I think I've done a pretty good job of that already. Wouldn't you say, darling? As we have a chateau, we own a olive Dreskenwald. In fact, it is named after us, and plus, we're on our way back home. I'd say we're making some good moves for the future, wouldn't you say? And he'll kind of look at you all for approval.
I'm not. Does my insight let me know if I think he's received a vision at all?
Yeah, so with your 18, you can tell that he looks at the card, and for a moment, you see his eyes flash like he saw something. And for a moment, you kind of see his brows furrow as if he had a look of concern, like he saw something he didn't like. Before he turns around and it says what he said to you all.
Okay.
Anything you're gonna do with that information?
No, I'm just clocking it.
Just clocking it? Gotcha.
Yeah, clocking it for now.
Okay.
I do notice, though, Adela didn't ask him about his vision like she did with us.
She did not. Well, now that you all had your card reading it done, how do you all feel now?
Not great, if I'm being honest. It seems like, I mean, I may have gotten maybe the least fucked up from mine, because mine was mostly just animals, and, being an animal and apparently working with animals, not so bad, I guess. But everybody else, I check back in with everybody else. Fucked up? Yes? Not great? Okay.
Well,
I do not blame you, I blame your cards.
Well, perhaps it has nothing to do with the cards, but perhaps it's just where your mindset's at. As you all said, you are from somewhere else, and you remember it's a different life before this one. Perhaps you're a little bit weary of where your surroundings are, and that's perfectly normal. But here, if you really think hard, you should feel good about it. And as she says that, you'll feel a bit of warmth come over your body. As since each one of you participated in the tarot reading, you all will be under the benefits of the bless spell for the next hour.
Oh, okay. I feel so good now. Maybe you were right. Maybe it was just bad headspace.
Yeah, perhaps it was. But perhaps just even if it's not much, just a little bit of some insight into your future will give you some clarity and some comfort.
And Philip also say, listen, I tell you what, my wife here, when it comes to her clairvoyance, it tells you some really interesting things, I gotta tell you. But not only that, I saw what you did with that songstress over there. That was quite a nice thing to do, to help her move on with life and to continue on. Otherwise, she was doomed to become some soul coal for this train. I'm sure the beggar wouldn't have minded that, and neither would the train. But good to see a wayward soul be able to come to terms and accept the new life in Dreskenwald. So I wanted to thank you. And here, just in case you come into any more of those folks that need some help, I want to give you this. And he'll reach into his pocket and pull out a bottle that has a little bit of liquid in it.
Oh, no, not this again.
What's the matter? Don't like a little hooch?
I did not like it the first time.
Well, don't worry. This isn't for your drinking.
Oh, okay.
Unless you really want it.
You set her free. Whatever it is.
Say again.
I said, Nadira, why don't you take it? You're the one that set her free.
Madeira will nod, and if that's all right with everybody else.
Oh, cool. Yes.
Yeah, he'll
Fine with me.
Good to Madeira. Okay. So he'll hand you a bottle of Haint Hooch. And I will put that in your inventory, one of these.
Just like Mama used to make.
Yeah, just good old Haint Hooch. Did it go into your inventory? Did not. Get in there.
I said get in there, and we'll go. Interesting. Okay. Do what I say, not as I do. All right. But anyway, so for some reason, what's going on your character sheet, but you do have a bottle of paint hooch, which just keep that in mind. For some reason, it's taking its sweet time, but maybe on the break it'll fix itself. But he will hand it to you and say, this is just it doesn't look quite appetizing, and as I said, it's not quite for the drinking, but you can drink this. If you do drink it, it will allow you to essentially turn into one of these haints and go through things. Pretty nifty.
Oh, they're so cool.
But
Thank you.
You're welcome. What's your plans for the future here on the train before we get to Juskenwald? What you gonna do next?
We are not allowed to tell you, the frogman said.
Oh, the vagrant told you not to tell us what business you're doing here. No matter.
Correct.
Very to the point, Mr. Alder. Well, I will leave you to it. I won't ask any more questions then, but do enjoy the rest of your stay here on the Ghostlight Express. When we get to Juskenwald, if you ever find yourself around Chateau de la Lune, do come say hi. We'd love to have you.
Okay. We are going to continue secret mission. Have a good time.
The not so secret mission now? We are on secret mission. Can't tell you we're on this mission. Oh, gotcha. All right. So, is the staircase still there?
No.
Oh boy. All right. Get back here.
Freedom!
Freedom. All right. So it seems like the staircase has stopped working, but that's okay. I will zip you guys over to the next car.
There's no one pulling the train.
There's no one pulling the train. The mayor's lost control. Okay, let me pull you back to this map. Got everyone here. Before you move on to the next one and find yourself in a room that looks like a mail car. And once I get there, I'll tell you what you see.
I see a mailman.
They see a mailman. This car is filled with 2 rows of shelves containing heavy mail satchels and bins filled to the brim with parcels and envelopes.
Why can't they be female parcels?
You see, shuffling through the car, is another individual that looks somewhat familiar to the types of people you've been seeing before. And I clicked the wrong button. Who looks like that. And you'll see he looks like an older man in a sailor's coat with a clay pipe. Grumbling, he purposely heaves sacks of mail from one end of the car to the other, as if he is loading cargo on a ship. And he has a distant, regretful look in his eyes as he goes about his labor.
Hello?
What you want?
We are supposed to be helping you. What would you like?
I'd like you to leave me alone. I'm trying to do some work here.
Man, this is easy.
I don't care about much other than to see being a sailor. Fortunately, I'm not that anymore. So if you'd kindly just let me do my work.
Would you?
What if you could be a sailor again?
Yeah.
How am I supposed to do that? I died inland.
Well, if you move on, then you could go be whatever you want to be.
Yeah, well, I just want to see the sea one last time. I can't really move on unless I see my beloved one more time. The sea's always been my life. Dying inland robbed that of me. I wanted to die out on the sea just like a good, proud, true sailor would. Going down with the ship. But no, I had to die in some random little hospital, as they call them, on land.
Can I whisper to Madeira? You do magic, right? Can you help him with that?
Let me check. I think I don't have the. I don't think I have a spell for that, but I will look. Tell you what, I can cast Prestidigitation and give him like sea spray. That's the best I've got.
Can Prestidigitation do smells?
Let me check.
Yeah.
It's
I
a
think so.
harmless Effect,
I've
so
got-
hopefully-
I've got elementalism. So if like which can't do smells. So if I do spray and you do smell, do you think that could work?
You try it.
Okay, so you want to
So
do your elementalism.
you do that,
Yep, go ahead.
and someone like lead him through, like have him close his eyes, lead him through like a picture the sea kind of thing.
Like a guided meditation.
Yeah, like a guided meditation, and then you two are gonna.
We're gonna do ASMR.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys got Prestidigitation. You are going to use elementalism, you said?
Yeah, part of it is beckon water, which lets me do like a little spray of water, a little mist.
Do Druidcraft to get like a little breeze, so it's like he's.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Teamwork makes the dream work.
I like it. So you're using Druidcraft, essentially? Oh, no, I see what it is. It's literally called elementalism. Gotcha.
Yeah, and then Clarence is also doing Druidcraft. So the three of us coming together on this.
I'll tell you guys right now, I'm not gonna call like a crow or a seagull.
I look to Dr. Morn, as Revan says he's not going to call like a seagull.
I technically could make the sound with magical tinkering.
Amazing.
I technically could do that. I could technically make a lighthouse like lights circle around too, because I can make a static visual effect.
There you go.
I have perfume. It might remind him of a courtesan.
Courtesan. All right, so you're so far going to do Prestidigitation. Anything else you're going to add to this little representation of the sea? Just so I can get an idea what you're planning on doing.
I was actually wondering if there might be any painting-sized packages on the cart that we could possibly open, or look around for mail for like a postcard or something that has the ocean on it, or a ship.
Sure. Roll me insight first, and depending on what you get, may require an investigation.
I'll slap a guidance on that.
Okay.
Don't even bother.
I mean, maybe a 4 might make a difference.
It's hard. Hey, listen.
Oh, look at that.
It's a cantrip.
There you go. So, actually, that's funny that he said that. You said, don't worry about it. I said, you need a 4, and you got a 4. So, you actually needed a 10 to remember this. So, you actually remember in the previous cart that you were in, you swear that you saw a painting on the wall that looks like the sea and the waves essentially breaking the surface and creating the white caps. And in the other room where the lounge car was.
I'll go back there and grab that while they're doing this.
Okay, so you're gonna head back to the lounge car?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna walk out.
Yeah, so as you head back to the lounge car, and you walk through these doors, you'll find the 2 doors in front of you will shut just before you watch the other one. You'll feel like the shroud of the outside kind of create a static energy around you for a moment before you open the door in front of you, and you don't find yourself in the lounge car at all. In fact, you find yourself in a completely different cart than you expected. And here, this cart, this looks like a dining car that is decorated with an eerie elegance, with plush velvet booths, ornate brass fixtures, and wax candles casting a dim, mystical glow. The air carries the scent of gourmet food, although the booths are mostly empty, haunted only by the faint traces of deceased diners. And you can see in here, the dining car has 6 small square booths that each seat up to 4 people along each side of the car, as well as a larger half booth and chairs that seats 8 people towards the end of the car. While mostly empty, occasionally you see spirits of souls riding the train that appear sitting on the front of the empty plates, gazing out the windows into the mist.
So there's not just the one guy here. They're all filmed.
Yeah, you see that there's ghosts that appear in and out of your vision, but there is the one that's sitting there in the booth here that looks like this boy. And for those of you that are clearly on the other scene, if you can't see it because you have no vision, just look at my camera and you should see what he can see.
Way ahead of you.
Sweet. I only meant to tell you then.
Well, while they're doing their stuff, I guess I'll pop a seat over here and wait for them and talk to the boy while wasting time figuring out what he wants.
Okay. When you approach him, you see him sitting at this table, and you see him just shoveling food into his mouth from in front of him. Some of them look like long links of sausages to whole turkeys, all while he seems to have a little look on his face that seems to be racked with guilt as he tries to eat in front of him. And as he eats one thing, you see him reach over and swipe his hand, and another plate of food will appear, and he just keeps doing this over and over again. While you're thinking of what to say to him, I'm going to go switch back over to the other train car, to where everyone else is. And you guys are going to use prestidigitation, obviously, plus elementalism, plus what else? Druidcraft. Okay. So, what do you say to this man as you're doing all this known as the Mariner?
Close your eyes.
Do we really have to? I'm trying to get some work done here.
It'll only take a moment.
We may not be able to show you the sea, but we can bring the sea to you.
This better not be a trick. I don't like tricks.
Those are for kids.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
And then he'll close his eyes and begin to slowly walk forward as you told him to. And you're going to cast prestidigitation, your elementalism, and your druidcraft. So the three of you are doing this. Who was the original? Well, I guess the main person doing this would be Alder. I think it was mostly your idea.
I want you to imagine it, how you remember the salty spray as it splashes across your face from the waves crashing into your ship or the shore or the dock, and the smell of the salt water and the fish as it is pulled up from the netting out of the sea and to be sold back on land where hungry folk may buy it, and the sounds of the waves as they come crashing over, and just imagine that you are there and you will feel it.
Okay, roll me. So are you trying to mostly deceive him, or?
Not deceive. I mean, I guess technically deceive, because like I'm trying to make him believe that he is there.
Okay.
Like, you know, I want him to believe that if he believes it hard enough, he can be back there.
Right. Okay, so roll me deception then, with advantage since you're getting all this help.
Hell yeah, and I will cast guidance on myself.
Okay. All right, that's 1.
Hell yeah.
Can we get a higher than a 15? Nope.
Oh, baby.
That is a 19.
Sorry, I forgot that I had advantage.
You do.
Me roll second deception.
Okay.
No, didn't get higher than a 15, so that's 19.
Right, 19. Okay. You'll see him as you're explaining this, and he's imagining all this stuff, and you could kind of see his rough-looking face begin to soften a little bit as he goes,
"Oh, baby, I missed you so. The feeling of your saltiness get all over my eyes. It stung so good. Oh, I miss you so." Too bad the
Seems like it should be private.
Too bad the scurvy did me in. I never got to see you again. Oh, you did me a great service by reminding me of this. Oh, I can taste it already.
And then he will, as he says that, he will begin to disappear before you, and you'll hear the sound of almost a splash in the ocean as he disappears. And you see right where his boots are, some wet footprints as he was imagining himself being back on a wet ship again. And you find yourself here in an empty mailroom. What?
As soon as he's gone, I turn to the others and I say, "Who gets scurvy on dry land? It comes from not eating citrus at sea. How did... Okay, I guess."
How does Alder know this?
Well, I thought your main question, not like, is that man actually in a relationship with the Sadie? Because that seemed pretty...
I mean,
that was odd.
he did seem to get a little hot and heavy there for a bit, and I was uncomfortable.
I apologize as your DM for making you uncomfortable.
No. Character was uncomfortable.
Right.
I'm good.
Yeah. Okay. So real quick, while you guys are staying in here, roll me a perception check. Whoever would like to, of the 5 of you in here. That's a dirty 20.
There it is.
There it is. All right. For sure, Vald, Dr. Morn, you don't see this. Or Alder. All right. Vald, you will, as your Clarence, you also see this, along with Vald. On the right side of the mail car, and Madeira, it seems to the mail on the right side of the car contains thoughts, prayers, poems, and other remembrances of the dead by their living loved ones in hopes that they might somehow be able to receive them. The mail on the left side of the car contains attempted communications from departed souls to their loved ones that are still living. Most of the envelopes here are weathered yellow in color, like they've been here for some time and haven't been actually sent out. As you are looking through this, you'll see a bright pink envelope amongst all the yellowed ones. That is addressed to my sweetheart.
Can we read it or like investigate it at least?
Yeah.
I don't want to open it just yet, but I definitely like to look at it.
Yeah. As you turn the letter over to get ready to potentially open it and kind of look further into it, you can see right on the slip that covers up where the opening is, you'll see the initials JB on it. And
Jacob Braun! From the lady!
Alder remembers, yes. Jacob Braun from the sweetheart that was in the sleeper car. And based on this perception, the one who had the highest was, I believe, Vald and Madeira. Both of you would realize that this letter would have helped you move on to the next life from her, which you put that together along with the phonograph for songstress. You think that any of these wayward haints might have something within these cars that'll help you help them move on in life. Although it's not the only way, you think this might be the easiest way to find things like this.
Quick question, DM.
Yes.
Do we think that like everybody else in the carnival died? Or do we think that there might have been any other survivors beyond us and Chuckles?
You thought that it's very unlikely anyone else survived. Though, if you all survived, there is always the possibility some other people may have. Though, based on the carnage you saw, you don't think so. But, and again, the 6 of you survived. There must be a reason for that.
I'm going to look for like some paper and just write a message for whoever, like the guy who was like the bear keeper, and I'm going to write him a message that basically saying, hey, if you get trapped on this train because you're worried about me, just pass over. I'm already over here. You don't have to be nervous. And I will leave it here in this mail cart to be delivered.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Yeah, right. Hopefully. Okay. Sounds good. Cool. So
I
what
look like a tree now.
yeah. All right. You can leave that to on the left side of the mail cart, where those who are the deceased would leave their layers to be sent outward, and leave it amongst that pile. So we'll go back to the dining car where Revan is sitting in there to himself. And just tell me which direction you guys were planning on heading. Were you planning on heading the way you went, or continuing further along the train?
Revan has been gone a while now. I was able to write a full letter. Should we go check on him?
We should maybe check on him, I think. Yeah, that would be a smart idea.
And yeah, Alder will go the way Revan went.
Okay.
Because, like, did Revan mention that he was getting this painting from literally the previous cart we were in?
Yes.
No.
Oh, I thought you did.
So,
No, I believe he said I leave without saying anything.
Fair.
even more troubling.
Okay, so
But before I would leave the mail cart, can I check to see if any of these packages might have something of value in them?
For what again?
Just for anything of value, any packages that look more interesting than others.
Oh, within this mail cart. Let's see.
Commit a federal crime, start opening other people's mail.
Right. Loot.
Get.
Let's see. It doesn't specifically say in here that there's any treasure, but go ahead and roll me investigation. And depending on what you get, I'll tell you if I'm willing to give you something.
Okay. Investigation.
Yeah, a little. All right. All right. Let's see what you might find in here.
Some porch piracy.
You start looking through the pile of stuff here, and then you eventually come across a package that is on the right-hand side that was from somebody from the outside sending it to one of these ghosts within the train. And you will find within this box a set of boots that they look like these types of boots right here.
Okay.
By the image alone, do you know what those are?
As a player, I do, but
Out of character, what are they?
Are they the boots of spring and striding?
They are.
I use those in a different campaign.
Oh, do you? Nice.
Yeah.
Now you get to use them again, potentially.
I'll probably end up giving those away, to be honest. I don't know how much value I'll be getting out of those.
That's fair. You never know when a doctor needs to get around town.
Yeah, jump.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is interesting because it's not letting me put these on your character sheet, which is annoying. Do it. Do it. Okay. Maybe I'm gonna try something real quick before we go to our break. I'm gonna try to switch the sheets from the default sheet to the tidy sheet, and we'll see if that helps get some stuff on here, because it might be the sheet that's having problems. Yeah. Okay. It was the default sheet. I'm glad that I checked that, because now I know what the problem is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch the sheet configuration up for you guys. It's going to look slightly different. But we're going to do the tidy sheet. So that way I can drag and drop things to your sheet. So, Madeira, I owe you this. That Haint Hooch is what it was, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Cool. So now what we're going to do is go ahead and take our 15-minute break. So go ahead and everyone be back at 11 for my time, and then for those in different time zones, quarter to whatever time that ends up being. So 15 minutes, and we'll be back.
Hell yeah.
Sweet.
Cool.
All right. Cool. Let me turn my stuff off. Cool. See you on 15.
Thank you. Here. Yeah, okay. You got everything.
Is anyone else around right now? Did they have a Foundry die?
Yes.
Looks like it's back. Potentially.
I'm joining to see. Oh, fuck. It's supposed to rain? Are you kidding me? Oh, I was in for about 2 seconds.
Yeah, so was I. And then everything went black. So, I figured I mentioned during the break, uh, since I have Wereraven's video feed clicked up big on my other screen, I made the mistake a couple of times of trying to move my token on that screen instead of the other screen. Like, whoops.
apparently the microphone that I've been using wasn't the one that was actually working for Skype or Discord. Does this sound better?
That does sound better.
Yeah, actually,
Okay.
a huge margin.
Oh my god. Okay, that explains some things. All right. Cool.
I hate harping on people's mics, so like when we were playing on Tuesday, I was like, oh, I guess this mic just got quieter.
Yeah, for some reason it like defaulted to using the webcam mic instead of the actual giant ass microphone that I have.
It's weird because like
I wonder, is mine using the webcam mic or is it using?
it's kind of like if you plug in like a PlayStation controller, it defaults to the mic built into the controller.
Yeah.
Which sounds not horrible for a mic built into a controller.
Headset. Okay. No. I love this for the music on.
It's good, but I had to mute it because I was trying to write something up and it was blasting my ears out.
You missed it, Madeira. The Foundry died for a moment.
Perfect time.
So, any of you, since we're waiting for Wereraven, any of you free on Friday nights? There is 2 slots open for the Crown of the Oathbreaker campaign.
And it's times like these I hang my head.
What time?
Same time.
Fight for myself.
I believe I have an active game on Fridays at that time, so I am not available, unfortunately. I have been wanting to try that game, that module out.
I got to try the very beginning of it. It's really fun.
Which module are we talking about?
Crown of the Oathbreaker, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Myself out while you got trying to get people.
Oh, yeah, because we had 2 people fall out of that one.
Yeah. The week of
Session
the
1.
game starting.
Yeah. And we had 5 and then 2 fell out. I was like, oh, well, that sucks. I like having at least at bare minimum 4, if not 5 or 6. Because 3 is hard to run for that campaign. They might get smacked around pretty good. What? Let me turn this off. All right, you should be able to see your inventories now. It looks like we got everybody back, right? Is they have back too?
Yes.
It's not loading in for me, but that might.
My screen is black, but
Oh, it kicked me out. Let me get back in.
Yeah, I think I was messing with something and it refreshed the whole Foundry, so we'll take our time to get back into it before we continue on if we need to. It shouldn't take too long. If it was quick for you guys before, it should be quick again.
Yeah, also the screen will be black, so I don't think any of us are in the dining car.
okay.
Yeah.
So even when it loads in, it'll still be black.
Because when I was reloading, the screen was completely black, so I didn't know if that was still like a bug of some sort.
Nope, it shouldn't be. No, because we're in the dining car, and as you can see on the Discord stream now, that's what it's showing right now for Revan. Is that what you see right now, Revan?
Yeah.
Okay. Does everyone else at least see the UI and all that stuff?
Yep.
Madeira does not. Okay.
Yeah, it's just black along the whole thing for me. I don't have a UI. I'm gonna keep waiting, and then like worst case, I can see through your stream, so I can ask you to.
Oh, she was having the thing I was having, where it's just like a complete black screen.
Yeah, both of you guys.
Well, it like fixed itself over time, but it took a little bit.
Okay. Yeah. So give it a little bit of time. Alder, you good? You back in?
I same issue. I'm just waiting.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Yeah, once you're in, you'll be in. But in the meantime, just look on the screen in Discord, and then we'll go through Revan's little portion before you guys head back to this car and go from there.
I was mentioning before, because I have Discord blown up on one of my two screens and Foundry blown up on my other, a couple of times I've caught myself trying to move myself in
on the
Discord.
Discord, yeah.
Like, why is it this way?
Right? I've done that too. Like, I have this and then my laptop, so I try to like say, okay, I'm gonna grab this. I'm like, oh shoot, wrong mouse, and I have to go to my other one. So I got used to it too. Sometimes I'll try to type on my laptop with this keyboard rather than the one actually attached to it. So, but anywho, you are currently sitting in front of this boy who is shoveling food into his mouth endlessly, with a look on his face of being racked with guilt.
Hey there, little guy. What seems to be the problem?
Oh, yeah.
Hello,
Hello there, mister. Tell you what, you got me some napkins here? These sausages are starting to drip down my chin.
Are there any napkins on the table?
There is some ghostly looking table fare, yes.
I attempt to pick it up.
Okay, your hands go straight through it as you try to, and it kind of disappears.
Alright, just attempt to use my sleeve. Or one little bit of I guess I don't really have my tunic, I guess.
Yeah.
I was saying, that won't do, mister. I need some of that ghostly napkin action over here.
Okay. So here's Andre, if I really concentrate using the Night Stalker background and the feat that comes with it, I could possibly touch it, because I can hit it like it's solid.
Okay. Good. Read what your Night Stalker says again. I think I have it on the PDF here too, but it might take me a second to get to it. Night Stalker. There you go. Okay, you're talking about your... Which feature is it called again?
Hunter of Hunters.
Hunter of Hunters, okay. Okay, so it tells me page 114. Very helpful. Hunter of Hunters, here we go. Okay.
think real hard about finding that rock, and then maybe the next place we go to will have that rock in it.
Okay. We
But
are
that don't
using
work.
noodles.
If that don't work, we can always paint you up real good like a rock.
Ah. Okay. Yeah.
Vault seeing everyone get all this like free food is just gonna out loud like, I wish I had a really fresh forearm.
No, it has to be food, I think.
That is food for me. What do you mean?
Oh. Okay.
Do you go to the table and try to ask for one, or?
Yeah, I'm sitting in the booth.
Okay, so you sit at the booth and you ask for a fresh forearm. You'll see the boy turn around. His body facing forward, but his head turns around. You'll see his eyes get a little dark, and you'll say,
You gotta ask for a food or a drink. You can't ask for something silly like that.
That is food.
Hold on, you ate a rock in a napkin.
Well, I don't know how to explain that one, mister. Perhaps in my past life I used to eat rocks.
Perhaps in this life he likes to eat arms. I hide my forearms from him.
Well, did it work?
I don't think so.
Try it one more time.
I'll think really, really hard about a forearm.
okay, so when you do that, you'll see up here in front of you 4 chicken wings that are raw.
That'll do, I guess, and I'll just start munching on all of them.
Is that what a forearm is, mister? It's just uncooked chicken?
Not quite, but this is still tasty, I suppose.
I don't think this train it would go very well if it was bringing in body parts like you were asking for. That might cause a problem.
Yeah, I could see that. That's okay though.
Don't worry, Vault. We will find you forearms that are not attached to us.
No, y'all are safe. No worries. You know.
I look at my wing, I look at what you're eating. Yeah, safe.
Yeah, you guys are fine. Like, you know, just we're chill. It's good. We're all good.
I am trusting you.
Well, you're made of wood. I won't eat you.
Hot dog. I give sidelong glances at my companions who aren't made of wood.
All
I
right.
think you are safe too, Clarence.
Yeah, I'm a carnivore, so both of you are safe.
Phew.
All right. So, do you guys stay here and try to look around in here for the rock, or are you trying to move on to the next car? I don't think I heard that part.
I'm gonna follow Clarence's idea.
Yeah, I would like to concentrate on the most frog-like rock I can think of.
And what, like trying to summon it at a table?
No, just before moving to the next car.
Okay. Thinking of a rock while you're moving through the door. Gotcha. Okay.
The most frog-like rock I can think of.
Gotcha. Okay, so as you're walking through the door, thinking of the most frog-like rock you can think of, and you see and hear the sound of static as it kind of crackles in, cuts through the shroud to each side of you. As you walk through the next door, you'll find yourself in the next cart, which, as you get in here, this baggage car's musty scent lingers in the air, a strange contrast to its faded elegance. Polished wood, paneling, and brass fixtures, worn and tarnished by time, line the walls. Heaps of dusty old canvas bags and wooden chests clutter the space, but among them stands a fresh cluster of fine leather travel trunks, embossed with the letter D. And then you will see, standing in front of you, slumped up against a tattered suitcase, a man that looks like one of the other haints that you guys have been encountering before. Looking like this. Who looks grizzled and in striped clothing with a ball and chain around his ankle. You notice as you walk in here, you can hear his stomach seems to be grumbling a lot. And also you see sitting off on the left-hand side what looks to be a sleeping animal of some sort over here. Did that ping for you guys when I did that? Okay,
Yeah.
there you go. Cool.
You said it's sleeping?
Yes.
Listen, I don't like to be woken up. He's fine.
We're just gonna tiptoe past the sleepy kitty. Hey, mister, have you seen a rock around here that doesn't look like a frog?
Who's talking?
It's me, Clarence.
I don't know any Clarence.
Well,
Wow,
silly.
your head looks mighty tasty, and then you'll hear his stomach grumble. Say, you mind giving me a slice of that honeydew?
Please don't. That's my body.
Well, is it a true honeydew, or does it just look like one?
I believe it's true, but here, I have an idea. One moment, sir.
Oh no, Clarence! This one eats plants.
I have an idea. One moment. Oh gosh, where is my character sheet? I'm gonna cast Goodberry again.
Ugh.
And then pull some more seeds out of my body and give it to him.
Ooh.
And it should satiate your hunger, sir.
You know, I really appreciate you giving me one of these berries, but you know what I really could go for right now? I could go for some steak and eggs.
Well, I can't do that.
I think I can do that for you.
Okay.
I appreciate those coppers that before I perished and moved on to this part, they promised me my last meal would be steak and eggs, and they never held up to that bargain. I died before I got my last meal, so while I appreciate these good berries and they do taste mighty sweet, I could really use some steak and eggs right now. So I was promised.
Wait right here, and I'm gonna run back to thinking of the dining car to go try and get a plate of steak and eggs.
Okay.
Yeah. Find out the kid's last name while you're in there, please.
Okay.
Not the luggage.
Okay, we'll say you go over to the dining cart again as you go over there, and go to one of the carts and think of steak and eggs, and you get yourself a nice steaming hot plate of scrambled eggs and a nice country fried steak on it. And the boy is still sitting where he was, shoveling food into his mouth.
I'm just gonna pick up the plate and start to walk off and be like, "Hey kid, what's your full name again?"
Oh, I don't really remember my name before this all happened to me, but they call me the Daydreamer.
But you don't know your actual name or anything?
Can't say I do, mister. It's been some time. I've been on this train for a long time, eating endless food, hoping I could find that rock, but never been able to find it.
Alright, well, we're still looking for your rock, so you just hang out here, okay?
Yay, appreciate it.
Alright, and I'm just gonna run back to the baggage cart.
Okay. So, as you do, and you bring back this plate of steak and eggs, you'll see the jailbird perk up, and you'll say, "Ooh, is that some steak and eggs I smell? Where'd you get that?"
The dining car. You can get whatever you want.
Oh, I can't walk out of this cart like I wanted to, but ooh, that does smell good. Can I have that?
Yeah, it's for you.
All right, he will reach over and grab the plate and eagerly devour the food as you see him perk up. And as he sits there and eats away at the food, you'll see him eventually take the plate and toss it to the side before you hear the sound of shattered glass, but you don't see the glass as it shatters into a spectral pieces and disappears. And you'll see him wipe his mouth with a napkin he thinks of, and then passes his belly, and he goes, "Ooh, that was a good last meal," before he disappears as well, leaving you in this room with the tiger-looking creature that is asleep.
Do we think the rock is in here? I mean, this is where it brought us.
Start looking through some luggage.
Good idea as any.
Okay.
I too will start poking through luggage.
Start poking through the luggage. Okay, all of you roll me investigation.
Yeah, I'm so good at this.
Okay, Vald got 15, Clarence 18, Alder 11, Revan 12, Dr.
I'll
Morther.
give guidance to Madeira if Madeira is rolling.
Okay. Oh, she rolled the low, so it was a good call.
Got to roll a d4 as well, Madeira. Okay, 9. All right, all of you, as you're searching through, Madeira, you don't really find anything of consequence other than the bags that have the letter D embossed into it. Dr. Morn and Revan and Alder. None of these bags really pop out to you in particular, other than the baggage that has the D embossed into it. All of you kind of congregate to this bag as it looks to be the most intact, and then the newest bag in here doesn't have any dust or cobwebs along them. For Clarence, you're gonna find. Let me go back to it real quick. Excuse me. You're gonna find some luggage that is dusty, water damaged, rotten, or moth eaten. And a couple of these bags, as you rifle through them, you're gonna find several things from them. So first thing you're gonna find is 75 silver pieces.
Ooh-wee.
You're gonna find a delicate silver ring set with a ruby, which is worth 20 gold pieces. If you just want to convert that to gold, you could say that's about a total of 27.5 gold, or 27 gold, 5 silver. You find 10 sets of varying size and colored traveler's clothes, and then you'll also find a pair of goggles of night.
Y'all think this is criminal, me taking all this stuff out of someone's bag, or is it like a finder's keeper's rule?
I guess
That's dead, so.
Technically.
Yeah,
unless it's the Dreskinwald's bag, in which case maybe ask them.
It's like real old-like and kind of rotten and gross. So I don't think it's them fancy people's bags. Plus they had all that stuff in their rooms. I don't think this is theirs, but
and they won't miss it.
yeah, like no, I'm not gonna tell them, and I hope none of the hair gonna tell them.
So, on another note, anyone speak Tiger? Because,
I can.
Before you do the tiger thing, Vald, you are going to also find something. You're going to find, as you're looking through the bags, you're going to find a medical bag sitting there that seems to be really caging your interest.
I'm gonna pick it up and start looking through the bag.
Okay. When you look through the bag, you're going to find several empty medicine vials, a few crumpled notes within this, as well as a name in here that is among the crumpled notes. But when you look at them, a lot of them are old and the ink has been running, but you see a couple of phrases on here that stand out to you that mention a losing battle with an ailment after the, as it says on here, quote-unquote, enemies of progress destroyed their lab. And then the only option left was to seek experimental medicine at an unorthodox hospital. And you will see the name etched upon it, the name Lethica among it. But that is all you find, other than a couple of empty vials, which I'll put those in your inventory as well.
Yeah, I will keep that medicine bag.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I give you a vial. And this medicine bag that you found can be considered a healer's kit. Which... Get back on here. There we go. Now you got a healer's kit and a couple of empty vials. So there you go. And as you were reading these notes, and I saw the name Lethica, you will look around the baggage cart, and you'll notice you're the only one standing in here.
Where'd everybody go?
Right here.
did we hear this or see him?
You do not hear him say this, but this is what it looks like to you. You find yourself standing in the baggage cart by yourself.
I'm just gonna like continue to walk around the cart and like see if maybe they're hiding in the luggage, like trying to surprise him or something.
Sure. Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy. Yep.
Okay.
This.
As you look around, trying to see if anyone's hiding in these bags, you're gonna notice amongst the ruins, you're gonna see people who look similar to you start poking their heads above the luggage, and you can see their elongated teeth as they give you a smile, and you see 3 or 4 or more, and they look very similar to you, but they're not you. They're versions of you. And then you think you see a dark figure at the end of the car as the lights in here begin to flicker, and it looks like a woman wearing all black robes and dark skinned pointed ears out from the sides of the hood. And as she's kind of looking down, you'll see her look up, and you feel this immediate sense of familiarity. Not only familiarity, but intense dread as you look up and you see the mask of a woman looking at you, revealing her true identity. You think you see her eyes pierce through you as you roll that wisdom save, and you can feel your head almost feeling like your brain and your sanity begin to split. As I now need you to roll me a D100 for the madness table for short-term madness. Ooh, 84.
Ugh.
Oops. I'm gonna do that. Okay. 84. For short term, roll me a D10 as well, please. Oh, rough. So for the next 10 minutes, you're going to be stunned.
Great.
So I will give you the stunned conditioned, and the rest of you, as you are standing here, you'll see, where'd Alder go? Where are you?
I'm right here.
Oh, you're, wait, where?
I was next to the tiger. I don't know where you moved me though.
Oh, underneath Vault, that's why.
Hey!
Okay, so as you guys are all searching through everything, and you look at this this baggage with a D on it, you'll see Vald walk away with the medical bag, but then you'll see him like stop for a moment and look around the room and turn around to the door you guys haven't looked through yet, and then suddenly go stiff.
Are you okay, friend?
He does not answer you.
I wave my hand in front of his face.
He has no reaction to you.
I would speak louder, but we are currently next to a sleeping tiger. Blink twice if you need help.
I believe you were only stunned. You're not paralyzed, so you should be able to blink.
Yeah, then if I can blink, I will blink.
Do you blink twice?
Twice, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna like sort of like fireman carry you like up over my shoulders, or actually, do I have a spell that can help you? I'm gonna cast protection from evil and good on him. Because I don't really know what's happening.
Yeah.
But that is something I can do.
Okay.
Or can I roll an insight to see if I think that would help him?
Yeah, you can roll insight.
Hell yeah.
23. Okay. You think that with the what was it called? Protection from evil and good?
Yeah.
You think that if you were to cast this on him, it probably would pull him out of his catharsis.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
I place my hands on his shoulder and I touch his head with my head. And, you know, good vibes, good vibes, good vibes.
Vald, as you were staring at this masked figure and as you're starting to hear these whispers in your ear that you don't understand whatsoever, you suddenly see this baggage car and all the smiling versions of you looking above the bags. You'll suddenly see them very quickly just get sucked out of the train car, and you feel the sound of wind, like almost feeling like it's trying to pull you with it before you come back to. and you're no longer stunned. As you feel violently removed from this gaze you were stuck in.
Are you okay, my friend?
I think so. There was some lady, and she did some crazy lady eye tricks.
There was no lady.
You calling me a liar?
We saw nothing.
That is what I'm saying. We saw nothing.
Well, I saw a lady.
Where?
Over there by the door. And none of you were here.
Do we marry?
We are here now.
Well, I can see that. But you weren't
Were-
here a minute ago. And I went to look for you, and then this lady showed up, and then she did things with her eyes, and now I'm here, and there were like multiple me's in the room, and then they got sucked down to the train. It was very weird. This place is really weird. And I know about weird.
I think like many times before so far, I'm guessing you had a vision, like I have, when touching the cards or staring out the window too long.
I don't know, this felt pretty real.
Hey, we are all together now. You are safe from this lady and these other yous for now. This is good.
Well, the next time I see this lady, she's getting got.
Point her out to me and I will got her too.
Did she say anything?
You know, she just looked at me and then did weird things with her eyes, and then I was kind of paralyzed for a moment.
What did
Can you at least
this-
describe her? So we
Spooky?
Look out.
I don't know, she was kind of spooky. She looked pretty familiar, though. I don't know why.
I take out my card and I say, did she look like this? Dark hair, dark eyes, crown of flowers, and like wearing like a cloak of flowers.
That's right. You did have that. So let me see. The one that
Number
looked
3.
like, yeah, the Empress. You're talking about this one.
Yeah, there she is.
Vulture did not look like that.
Yeah, no, that's not her.
Okay, good to know.
My card had a lady on it as well, priestess. I'll show you that.
Number 2, I think.
Yeah.
Yep, number 2. This one right here. Vald, she does look like that.
Yeah, that's the bitch. I don't like her. I'm just gonna like grip my axe really, really tight. Like, she's rude.
Okay, so maybe if you are seeing the lady from his card, maybe we keep out a look for the people on all of our cards.
If these people exist in real life, I don't know if I want to meet them, but I want to meet this lady now, that's for sure.
Okay, let me just say this before anything else. I am not a lady. Okay. The
Okay.
vision I had when I touched that card is I fought them to remove the mask, and I saw myself dead behind it.
I just saw a bunch of animals. They were being kind of gross, but like I feel like I got the long straw here. All of your guys' things sound worse than mine.
Yeah, mine was just a lot of blood. That's pretty normal for me, though.
Anyways, we got this, tiger in the room.
Maybe it's harmless.
Well, I was gonna say, if we don't know how to help it, then maybe that needs to be turned to, fuel.
I can put it in my soul jar, maybe.
Maybe. Elder, you
Yeah.
you have the highest passive perception of everyone with a 16. So you're looking at this tiger. You have a little bit of a memory that's jarred from you that makes you realize that this is not called just a typical tiger. This is known as a wildpire. And wildpires are creatures that perished in fire at one point. And when they are brought back to their undead versions, they resemble a kind of animal that they were in life, though made out of the ghostly flames that took them out of that life. And you notice... Go ahead.
Do I get the sense that if I cast Speak with Animals on it, it would work?
Let's see.
Because it is technically an undead, you said?
Correct. It's technically an undead, so... it would it's not a beast, and I believe Speak with Animals requires you to be able to speak with something considered a monstrosity or a beast, right?
Spells! Where are ya?
Duration, you can comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts. You can use any of the influence skills action with them.
Okay, so there you go. So with beasts, so it had to be a living animal.
I wasn't sure if it would work with, because it used to be an animal.
Right.
Cool.
Yep. But you do notice on this tiger, obviously it's mostly made out of a green flame as it lays here in rest. But one thing you do notice with your passive perception, on its tail, it is adorned with what looks like an iron ring that seems to be having a little bit of some smoke emanating from that ring.
Do I notice that too? I also have a passive perception of 16.
Let's see. What did you say there, Revan?
I was wondering if I noticed this as well. My passive is also 16.
You do, yeah. You also notice the same thing about this wildpire.
That ring, is it, you don't think it needs to be cooled down or something?
Alder gets really, really mad. And is going to just silently stalk to the other end here.
Mm-hmm.
And just start, swinging his... he grabs his club and just starts, swinging it around. Not trying to hit anything, but just trying to get out some, excess, adrenaline.
Okay.
Well, what's going on with the tree?
That the tiger is like me. Tiger is like me. Somebody burned the tiger. Somebody did this to this creature and burned it, and it died horribly. And if I find the one who did it, I will smash them.
We believe that's Chuckles.
I'll kill Chuckles. He was a bad man, and he poked at me with sticks through the cage, and he burned me, and he burned this tiger. He's a piece of shit, and I understand that now.
Did our circus have a tiger?
Yeah, is this a tiger from our circus?
Oh, roll me a history check. Both of you guys, since Clarence asked it.
Investigate tiger.
Investigate wildpire. 7, 14. Clarence, yes, this wildpire was once a tiger that was at your circus.
It kind of looks like Stripey. Maybe Chuckles did burn him. Granted, Stripey did have kind of a nasty disposition some days. So maybe he's asking for it.
Is there anything I can roll to see, whether or not, if you burn a clown to death, if they will come back as a fiery undead thing?
I don't know. What would you roll for that? I guess history maybe? See if it's two clowns turn into clown pyres.
Stop
it.
Not advantage. Guidance.
Okay. Nice. You roll another 7.
Yep.
Plus.
Love to see it.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
10.
10.
You have no idea, although you think probably not, but you're not entirely sure what happens to clowns when you burn them.
I'm gonna try and interact with the. So I try to. Didn't hunt this part again. I'm gonna try and interact with the tagger. I believe you called it Stripey.
Rappy.
Can I do an animal handling check with Stripey? To edit.
You can try to, sure.
While he's doing it, can I ritual cast Detect Magic?
Oh no!
You can ritually cast Detect Magic as you're beginning to ritually cast it. Revan, you're gonna. What did you say this tiger again?
I was gonna pet it and be like, there, but apparently he likes the smell of chicken or something.
Apparently. There we go. You're gonna see the tiger look up at you and snarl at you and take a swipe at you with its blazing rend. It's gonna be a 24 to hit you.
I thought the yeah. For a second.
You gotta do what?
I just said yeah.
Okay. So it's not going to be the first DA. Ignore the necrotic. It's going to be 8 points of fire damage.
I believe I now have
7.
No. Do you not get the monk thing to dodge deflect arrows yet?
Oh, deflect attack?
Yeah.
I don't believe you have that yet, no.
I think that comes a little later.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really too bad.
But yeah, so it's the chronic doesn't apply. It's just fire damage, so you're going to take 8 points of fire damage, which brings you, which I fix your HP because it counted in the necrotic as well.
Okay.
And before it lays back down and tries to go back to sleep after it swipes at you.
That message received.
I'm glad you left that for So, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna come over. Does it look like the ring on its tail is still like bothering it?
We'll use your past perception you used before for that. Yes, it does look like this ring on its tail. I'm trying to say, it looks when you look closer at it, it looks red hot, like it is burning into this tiger's tail.
I'm gonna try to take that off of it.
Okay, you just gonna go grab for it, or are you gonna try to take it off without waking it up?
I'm gonna try to take it off without bothering it as much as I can.
Okay.
Alder, before you do that, so one of you guys made water. Just get your hands wet.
Yeah, I'll elementalism my hands to make them a little wet.
And the man made of wood is going to reach towards the flaming.
I'll try to help and like distract the tiger while Alder is sneaking around to take off the ring.
I guess I'll give him guidance.
Okay. And you're gonna do what, Vald?
I'm just gonna try to like pet the tiger and distract it a bit so that it's not paying attention to Alder.
Okay, it is currently asleep, by the way.
Yeah, just in case it wakes up, I'm gonna be like ready to start petting it and like trying to get it to focus on me and not the flammable tree.
Right. Okay. Sounds good.
Doesn't like birds.
Right. Okay, so Alder, roll me a sleight of hand check and add a d4 to that since someone's giving you guidance.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
That's a 10.
Okay, you need a 15. So, as you
I think that's it.
as you reach down to grab this ring, you're gonna grab for the ring, and you're instantly going to feel the singe of the fire as it's going to hit you. What is... Do as I command. There we go. It's going to do 6 points of fire damage to you, Alder. And then, Vald, since you were the one who was going to do something about this tiger, if in case it wakes up, it does wake up. Roll me animal handling. Okay, this tiger is going to lash out at you, Vald, as your animal handling didn't do what you expected it to do. 25 to hit.
God damn.
Yep.
Okay, once again, we're going to ignore the D8s. We're just going to do the D6s for now. So that's going to be 7 points of fire damage. So give yourself 7 points back from what you were at.
Has detect magic gone off yet after the mauling?
It has not been 10 minutes. That's how long it takes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say it's been about half of that time you guys have been doing this. But we're going to enter into initiative with this wildfire.
No.
Oops. There we go. Okay. Everyone roll initiative for me, and then we will take on this guy.
Any idea where it is? Shoot. I'm just trying to find where it is on this sheet.
It should be under utility, under your name, top left corner.
Yeah.
No, it's on the right hand side.
Oh, I was looking at the main thing, not my sheet.
Okay. I got everyone's in, so we'll start our combat with Dr. Velen Moore. You go first, sir.
I guess I'd stop casting detect magic point of if I noticed combat when it's starting.
Okay.
Alright. Would it be difficult terrain? Because I'm assuming if I walk past the tiger, he's going to take a swipe at me.
Right. Yeah, walk through your allies will be difficult terrain, and then over this baggage will be difficult terrain. So, yeah, not many places you can go without it being difficult terrain. But you're not in its range right now.
Okay. Then I guess I would move onto the baggage. So, what was that? This would be 10 feet, and then 20.
Right.
30. And I'm going to cast Sanctuary on myself. So I'm going to basically draw an alchemical rune on my chest and cast Sanctuary.
Okay.
So I can find where that is.
You should see a tab that says spellbook. It should be under there.
Turn myself as targeted. Test.
Cool. You got Sanctuary on yourself now. Cool. See the little icon there.
And I'm going to end my turn.
Okay. I'm gonna put you back right here, since technically you can't end your turn in the same space as somebody else. But yeah. Okay, so it'll be your turn, Revan.
Alright, so we need that thing off the tail, right? I'm gonna go right up. And I am going to attempt a sleight of hand check to grab it off.
Yeah.
And if that fails, I think I'm going to use a mark point to give myself a defensive stance.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that dex or that dexterity sleight of hand check. Ooh, you're so close.
Yep. Sorry, martial arts. That's not it. Let's put this over. Oh, apparently I can't do that yet. So I think about base defense. That's what it is.
Were you trying to ping me for something there, Alder?
No, I was trying to see if it dropped down information. I think my Dark Bargain has something if I take fire damage.
I gotcha. Okay. It probably won't have it on here because this is just saying you have one.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up on D&D Beyond here.
Yeah. All right. You're gonna use your monk focus to do patient defense.
Yep. To take the dodge action.
Okay.
Okay.
Actually, I can use it to disengage. So I think I'm doing that.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back over here.
Yeah. So it'll be your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, the Wildfire. Seeing as Vald was the last one to attack, it's going to continue its offensive. It is going to use one of its... Okay, well first it's going to do 2 of its blazing red attacks and then use its, try to use one of its features. I'll put this up here so it tells you exactly what it says it can do. So the first one is going to be this. It's going to be a critical miss, so it's going to lose its second blazing red attack, but so that would have done 17 points of damage to you, but since it rolled a net 1, it's going to lose that. But it's still going to use its feature, which is going to require you to make a dex saving throw. Which it looks like you passed.
Okay. Yeah, because I have advantage on those too.
Yeah, okay. So you rolled an 18, and it says you would create a ring of ghostly flame around a creature you can see within 6 feet of itself. The target must succeed on a dex save, which you did, or become restrained at the end of each of the target's turns or repeat saving throw, ending the effect. And while you're restrained, you would take a d12 of fire damage and a d12 of necrotic for the duration you're restrained. But it didn't happen to you, so you're good to go. That is the Wildfire's turn. It is your turn, Vald.
Alright. Vald is pissed. And is gonna rage.
Nice.
And then we're gonna go after this tiger.
T1 will hit the tiger, which will do 13 points of damage.
And it is a magical weapon.
Right, that is your the one that Dr. Morn gave you. So yes, your magical weapon does as much damage as you expect it to.
Perfect. And then
Anything else?
Nope, we'll end that this round.
Okay, Clarence.
Okay, so I will focus on Revan and use Gift of the Green. So if you want to roll one of your hit dice and heal yourself with that, plus 2.
So if you click on your hit dice on your character sheet, it should roll it for you, Revan.
Oh, it's on me.
Yeah, for you. Yeah,
I
he's
wasn't sure if it was me or Brawl, so.
yeah, you.
Covered in blood.
And then add 2 to that. So 7.
And then as an action, I will use poison spray on the wildfire.
Nice. 19 will hits for 2 points of poison, I believe. Yeah, poison damage. As you try to hit it with this poison damage, you notice it doesn't do anything to it.
I'm hoping.
Yeah,
Yes, bad choice.
I also took that because I like this flavor of it, but man, this poison never worked.
Yeah, it hardly ever does. And it's a necromantic spell too, which you think would work against undead, but it doesn't. Well, yeah. So no damage with that poison spray. Any movement?
No movement.
Okay. Alder.
All right. Can I use an influence action to try to convince this tiger that we don't mean to harm it and that we're just trying to get the ring off of its tail?
Sure, you can try. Yeah.
After just took a big axe to the face.
Yeah, we don't want to harm you. Whack.
Slashes it.
Yeah. Yeah, you can. So what are you gonna say as you try to use animal handling to calm this tiger down?
It is okay, Stripey. We are just trying. I am just trying to help you. And I point to its tail, and I reach out to just sort of like pet its head.
Okay. Animal handling, please.
Yeah.
16. Okay. So, you see its demeanor calm down a little bit, where it doesn't look like it wants to attack you outright right this second, but it's not friendly yet.
Okay. I will alert everybody to this. Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
And do I have a good bonus action? Is a good question. Bam.
You might. But maybe not one that would work with what you just did. Like if you try to grasping roots it or something.
If I do grasping roots, will that make? Do I think that would make the sleight of hand check easier?
It's trying to see what their grasping roots are. Or grasping branches, sorry.
Yeah. It restrains him.
Yes, it restrains him. That's all it does.
But that would also give his attacks disadvantage, which is helpful.
It would. You think it would probably help with your sleight of hand, yeah, because it's going to keep it in place.
I'll grasping branches him.
Okay. So he's going to make a strength save to prevent that.
Yeah.
Okay. 3.
This boy is held in place, and I, as I continue to pet him, and I say, "Let us help you." And that's my turn. I'll stay right up here.
Okay. Restrain him, please. Okay, well, I have the restraint condition on him, but it's not showing. Okay, so that is your turn, Madeira.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come up here and I'm gonna try and get the ring off the tiger, I guess.
Okay.
So is that a sleight of hand save?
Yeah, sleight of hand ability check, and you have advantage because he is restrained.
Okay. Come on. This. Scroll down. Here we go. All right. 1, 2.
Oh, there we go. There it comes with the advantage. All right. Yeah, you will reach over there, and you will go to grab this ring, and you're able to get it off without really upsetting the tiger any more than you have. You're going to take 10 points of fire damage as you grab this really hot ring in your hands. And unless you guys want to do anything with this wildfire, were you guys planning on continuing to do anything else to the tiger?
If it continues to attack, I'll help defend my friends.
Okay. But Madeira was so you grabbed the ring. What else were you planning on doing? Cannot hear you.
I'm just gonna move back to where I was and then finish my turn. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Okay. As you'll notice, after you pull the ring off the tiger's tail and you walk away out of its range, it does not take an opportunity attack against you.
That'll be me.
Okay. Dr. Morton.
So the wildfire does not look aggressive anymore.
Nope. It looks like it doesn't want to be in these branches that are holding it, but it doesn't seem to be upset like it used to. In part because of Alder calming it down a little bit, and then Madeira taking the ring off of its tail.
Okay, well then, Dr. Morton will take a bit more of a casual. He would kind of just slightly move over here and say, apologies, this might be a bit unpleasant. And I'm going to use my Vial of Life on Vault as a bonus action, so he heals 1d8 plus whatever his con modifier is.
Okay. So better roll that d8 there.
Yes.
Either one of you two.
Technically, he rolls. Yeah.
Okay. 9 plus 5, so or 9. Sorry.
And
So
then whatever his modifier is.
which I think is plus 5, right?
Yep. So he heals 9 points.
Yep. There you go. So you rolled a 4.
And technically, anything like any health that goes over would be turned into 10 hit points.
Okay. Good to know.
Oh, good.
Then I'm gonna casually kind of try to bumble my way off of the luggage.
Mhm.
Do I have any movement left?
You moved 20.
Okay.
Wait.
And,
Wait. 10. Yeah, you moved 20. And where you're at is 20. Yeah, there you
and
go.
I'd walk over to Madeira and I'd hold out my hand, and he's not completely socially inept. He knows that she finds him creepy, but he's gonna hold out his hand and say, "If I may," he's gonna offer to use Cure Wounds.
Madeira will be like, yes, please, and like hold her hands out.
Okay. He's going to grab her arm and try to, as gently as he can, which he doesn't really understand, stick one of the navel fingers in her arm and cast Cure Wounds.
Yeah.
And I will take that out of my...
Okay.
7.
There you go. 7 points back to you, so you should be at that.
And I'm going to... Oh, my Sanctuary would technically end, because I guess casting any spell ends it. I thought it was only aggressive spells, but by description it says it would have ended, because it's casting any spell.
Yeah. 'Cause I think you have to maintain concentration on it, and then if you are doing anything else.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, and I'm going to pray that the wildfire doesn't decide to go back to being aggressive.
Okay. Sounds good. Revan.
To come over here, I'm going to cast guidance on Alder, and I'm going to attempt to calm the tiger down further.
Okay.
Be like, we're going to get you out of scratches real soon, and I'll do a handle animal while I'm trying to pull the branches off myself.
Okay. Roll me animal handling then. 12. Okay. The tiger seems to actually, because you're physically removing the branches or trying to, roll me animal handling with advantage is what I should have said.
Okay.
But so you got 12. What's your second one gonna be? Ooh, 9. Okay. The tiger doesn't seem to be any less aggressive, but doesn't seem to have gotten more aggressive with you either. It just seems mostly concerned with the branches that are around it, and the fact that there's no more flaming ring on its tail. It seems to be happy about that.
Real quick question. Is that an effect that I can drop at any time?
I believe so. Let me read it one more time. So grasping branches, its bonus action, blah blah blah. It says the branch is banished when the condition ends. So technically, it can end its own restraint by passing a strength save. But I'm assuming you could choose to let it succeed instead, since it's you cost the branches. Excuse me.
Yeah, if it seems like that's the only thing that it's agitated about, I'll let it succeed if it decides to do that on its turn.
Okay. Okay. Then you're casting guidance as well, Revan.
I had cast guidance on Alder so that Alder could further calm him down.
Okay. Sounds good. So that will be your turn. The wildfire will then go next. It is going to attempt to break out. It's not going to succeed. Oh, you'll allow it? Okay.
I'll allow it. I'm a generous god.
All right. So you'll see the wildfire fighting as hard as it can until Alder releases its grip on it with his grasping branches, and the tiger sees that it is no longer restrained and the ring has been removed. So then it is going to walk back into its little makeshift tent it made into the baggage, and lay there and kind of look at you all, not looking in a sinister way, but more so like it has no intention of harming you guys. So we'll go ahead and end the combat now, because it's no longer fighting you.
Should someone go over to the other cart and get it some bacon and eggs too?
Do tigers eat bacon and eggs?
Not bacon and eggs, steak and eggs.
I mean, they
I
are
love
both.
the eggs, but the steak.
Yeah, I can go grab it a steak. That's pretty easy.
So you're gonna go give it a think of a steak over in a dining car and then bring it back to this wildfire?
Yep.
Okay. You'll do that, and then well, when you give it to him, roll me animal handling as well. With advantage, because you have a steak.
And I'll give him guidance on this one.
Okay. So you got 15 plus 1. 16. Okay. Yeah, you'll give him the steak, and you'll see the tiger reach over to the steak that you gave him and give out a little grumble and a growl as it starts to eat at the steak, and almost give you a look of knowing thanks as it eats away at it, and looks like its disposition is friendlier this time than it was before you gave it the steak. And it just continues to sit in its den.
Is the ring that Madeira pulled off still like smoking, smoldering, like on fire?
Yes, Madeira, as you're holding this ring, it still remains very uncomfortable for you to touch and to hold.
Fuck, if I still have a spell slot, I can cast Identify.
Can I inspect it?
You can. Go ahead and roll me investigation on it.
And then investigation.
Yeah.
13.
Yeah, this looks like this ring is just some type of magical ring that has some type of heat into it. Though when you look upon closer, it looks like a ring that belongs to a carnival. That looks familiar to you. As you're holding it, and you're going to take another 5 points of fire damage as you're inspecting it and holding it.
Oh, I'm gonna drop it then, like, to the floor. After that.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but did Dr. Morn give himself a bag of holding last session?
I did, and that was exactly what I was going to do, but before I scoop it up and throw it in the bag of holding, I can technically ritual cast still, either identify or detect magic and figure out what's up with this thing, if we're willing to wait.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Someone on the floor to
actually,
not set the train on fire.
DM, what's the ruling with ritual casting and needing materials? Because technically, if ritual casting needs the materials still, I cannot cast Identify. I can still cast Detect Magic, but I can't cast Identify.
Yeah, so Identify requires a pearl, right?
It requires a pearl worth at least 100 gold pieces.
Yeah, so unless you have a pearl, you wouldn't be able to use it. Obviously, when it comes to oh, you're saying with material components. Okay. If you're going to ritually cast it, you don't need the material component like that. If you're going to cast it like quick and try to figure out what something is fast, then yeah, you would need that pearl.
Then I will draw an alchemical sign on the floor around the ring, and I will I will cast Identify and wait the 10 minutes.
Okay.
I'd probably have done that while they were getting the food for the
Do
wildfire.
you tell us you need a pearl?
I don't actually need a pearl if I'm sitting there and like focusing on it and doing it in a ritual, but if I were just to be like snapping my fingers like, oh, it does that, then I guess I would need the pearl.
Mhm.
So for now I would keep that to myself, and I would just
Oh, that's too bad. I had such a good idea.
I mean, if you I in
This way-
didn't say anything.
Yeah, and this way you also don't use a spell slot.
Yeah. So okay, I'll sit down and I'll ritually like as she drops it because it's like, oh shit, my hand, ow, and then I'll draw around it and ritually cast Identify.
Okay, so you're going to ritually cast Identify and take your 10 minutes to do so. As soon as you reach over to the object to try to detect what it is, you're going to take 12. Wow, that's max fire damage.
Jesus. I'll hit you with the cure wounds in a moment.
Yeah. So you're going to take.
Grit my teeth and keep casting it.
Yeah, so you're going to take 5 points of fire damage at first. But as soon as you touch this ring, your mind's immediately going to get pulled into a vision. And you're going to see through somebody's eyes that you can't really tell, but you can hear the sound of jingling around your ears as you're walking. And you kind of look down and you're wearing an outfit that looks like a clown's outfit. And in gloved hands, you see this, whatever your eyes are looking through is holding this ring. And you see him reach over to a little younger girl that's wearing a jester's outfit as well, and you see the hand, without hearing words, point over to the cage with Stripey the tiger in it. And of course you see next to the cage, next to Stripey, is another one that looks like a bear. It's very familiar to you of who this bear is. That is Boris the bear. And as you see him point over to the tiger and look down at the little girl wearing the Harlequin outfit, he'll put the other hand on her back and then kind of take his hand and put it out in a gesture to move forward as she runs over towards Stripey. And you see her sliding the ring on the tail before the tiger turns around and mauls her to death. And then you get pulled back into the current state you're in, with the ring still sitting on the ground as after you touched it.
Before I say anything, do I know if the ring is currently under like a curse, and if it has any direct spells affecting it?
Yeah, no, there's no direct spells affecting it. It just seems like a ring that's got the essence of this tiger that was burned alive in it. And that's why it is burning red hot. But you do think that this connection with this fire that's causing this would likely have to do with this Harlequin girl that you saw in the image. She's probably the one that you would have to find in order to remove this ring from being a problem anymore. And also probably help her if she ends up being one of the Hanks.
Okay, so after like zooming back from the vision, I would obviously realize how much pain I'm in from, burning.
Yeah.
I'd wrench my hand away from the ring that's, scalding my skin. I'd look over at Alder.
I smile down. It's okay. No need to ask. I help. And as soon as my thing reloads, I will roll your hit points.
After...
Foundry was being wonky, so I had to refresh the page.
So, as he's casting his the healing spell on me, I'm trying to... Social niceties are not Dr. Morin's specialty, so he's trying to phrase this in a way. So, the ring is cursed in a way. The clown we are pursuing, he had a small child approach Stripey, was it? She put the ring on the tiger, and let's just say the animal did not quite care for that. And, well, we might be seeing that little girl fairly soon.
Okay.
If her spirit is in one piece, unlike her body.
I have a question. Is that what would have burned down the circus? Or was the ring not cursed before whatever happened?
Before I say anything, DM, do I actually know if the ring was cursed from the vision before it was put on Tiger?
You know that the ring was hot before they put it on the tiger. You know, though it was probably a small spell that just was a little party trick at first, but it persists and burns because of the nature of how the tiger died. You do know that the ring is not the reason why the circus burned, though, because this just was a localized annoyance for the tiger. That's pretty good at Cure Wounds.
While I'm talking, can I, out of the corner of my eye, look up and down Alder to see if he has any tag or something that Chuckles might have also placed on him that I didn't see in the vision?
Sure. Roll me investigation.
Sure.
Wow, very good. Yeah, you actually do see which should be where Alder's ears should be, or you think they would be, whether they're actual ears or just holes or layers of bark. You do see underneath the bark a little yellow tag sticking out where the ears are supposed to be.
Dr. Morton, how tall is...
Almost 7 feet.
Okay, so I would, without kind of abruptly standing up, I would reach up without saying anything and just sort of try to grab at the tag. Dr. Morton's about 6 feet, so he'd reach up with his arm and attempt to grab it without saying anything.
Yeah, you can.
Consent!
You can see that the tag is pretty deeply embedded into his bark, like it was whatever this tag was attached to before. It's been attached by some apparatus. But you can see written on it. It does say Boris the Bear.
This is proof that we are not crazy.
Is there... And does it look damaged by the fire, or does it look...
Yes. It looks like the majority of it, enough for you to read what the name is on there, but you can see that the majority of this tag has been heavily and badly damaged by the fire.
Interesting. The curious nature would want him to try and pull it out, but that would probably be horribly painful, so he'll resist against that urge and let go of it.
Okay.
It seems the past circus memories are a bit more based in reality than you might have thought.
Never trust a frog.
While talking, I'm gonna take out my bag of holding and just kind of like try to sweep the ring into it.
Okay. Yeah, you can. I'll assume you did that right after you identified.
Yeah, after like pulling the tag down and reading it and letting go, I would have already like scooped it in at that point, just so it's not burning a hole through the floor.
All right. Okay. Yeah. So the ring will be in the bag of holding then for safekeeping. Then. Now you find yourself standing in the middle of this baggage cart, Wildfire, sitting without any issue towards you, blood all over the floor. Where to now?
Sleep well, Strappy. And yeah, I'll head to the next car as well.
The next car. Okay. Oh no, memento. Why are you doing this? Is anyone else having issues moving their tokens around? Never mind. Nope. Okay. For some reason I couldn't move you guys, so just trying to fix that. Okay. So you move on to the next cart. And in this next cart, you're going to see, excuse me, the scent of decayed hay, musty water, and old blood fills the air of what looks like a circus car. Rusting cage line the walls amidst the wooden crates painted in garish red and white stripes. The core inside is a macabre spectacle of twisted whimsy, with faded, tattered banners advertising various carnivals. Each one depicts unsettling clowns and terrifying animals, creating an atmosphere of horrific revelry that leaves an uneasy chill in your bones. And as you as you walk into the circus cart, you can see directly above you, especially for Elder and Revan, you see another person that looks like a hanging from the upper your bones, from the upper rafters here in the circus cart, hanging upside down. You can hear the jingling of the bells as you see this individual. Show players. There we go. And as we get into this circus cart, you're going to all get a... Oh, do I have everyone in here?
No, I can't see anything. I can see the picture, but I can't see the cart.
Yeah, I thought I forgot somebody. There we go. You're all gonna look into this room, every single one of you, and you're gonna look at some of this decaying hay and old blood, and then the room is gonna start kind of waving in front of you for a moment, and you start looking and noticing that these crates and this hay is starting to envelop in flame as this girl who's hanging upside down looks over at you, and then you will see the visage of her begins to look different as her face morphs into that of a clown. A clown that you recognize, if I can find him on here, the little rascal.
Oh, I didn't get the healing from the cure wounds.
Oh, you didn't? Give yourself 13 then. That's what you rolled. Where are you, mister?
I got you, Duck.
Thank you.
Oh, well, I can't find his image on here, but I'll send it in the chat of what he looks like. But you'll see the image of the clown hanging upside down will give you a whitey toothy smile as he begins to chuckle at you as the whole room connects on fire. All of you give me a wisdom saving throw.
Do.
Oh.
16, 10,
Can
18.
you send
That's
that
how we
one?
did these.
Or is that long gone?
Sorry, I didn't have
Is what long gone?
Bless?
Oh, you still have bless.
Oh,
Oh, I still have bless. Okay, so 17.
Yep.
So I have 19.
19 for you. Madeira is a 21. Alder, you have a 28. Jesus.
I have a 10.
And I'm a twin.
A 20. Did you roll that d4 there, Vald? You have an 8. Alright, so everyone passes except for Vald, unfortunately. So the rest of you will be able to easily discern that this fire that you're thinking you're seeing is not actually occurring. It's just this little girl hanging upside down and waving at you. But Vald, this image does not subside. You start seeing this clown let go of the rafters and flip back upside right, I should say, to his feet, and you hear the sound of this clatter as he hits the ground with his large clown feet. And then you think you see him raise his hands up, and you can see around you what looks to be your friends who are all standing along in these cages on the side here, burning to a crisp, before you see the flame get shoved towards you and envelop you. Since you rolled your wisdom save and you failed it, you need to roll me another d100.
oh no. Poor Vault.
Poor Vald.
It's hard to be a barbarian.
It's hard to be. It sure is. Okay. And then a d10 as well. 70. For only a minute at least, you are going to experience these vivid hallucinations you just saw and have disadvantage and ability checks for the next minute. So you're just going to sit there and suffer from the feeling of you're about to burn alive, and reminisce that feeling that you felt when you actually did perish in the fire for the next minute. And that was where we'll end our session today, and we'll pick back up here in the circus car in session 3.
Heck. Yeah.
Heck yeah. All right.
Just to be clear, that did not look like Chuckles to us, correct?
Say what?
Just to be clear, that did not look like Chuckles to us, correct?
No, that is they don't have him name that in this. For some reason, I'm trying to figure out where he is in the NPCs.
Lord of Fools.
Okay, is his actual image in that?
Technically,
I mean, I know what
he's on the top.
like from other,
yeah, he is on the top.
because they've used that character a lot. But
In the Legends of Evantris.
yeah, he was originally a space clown.
Yeah, he was originally a space clown, but now he's an NPC in this campaign.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
A lot of that crocodile that you showed, that was like one of their characters from the Witchlight.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't remember what his name was in Witchlight, but yeah, that's Cremmy. Yes, that's that. But cool. That's session 2, everyone. We got the good majority of the Ghostlight Express done. I think you all hit pretty much every hint except for the Daydreamer and the one you just found in the circus car. Those are the only 2 left.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
The haint in this car looked like the girl I saw in the vision.
Yep.
They weren't ripped to shreds.
Didn't look like it. But yeah, so that is session 2. Like I said, like we do in our previous session, we'll do in this session as well. Alder, what is your highlight and low light for this session? It could be about anything, whether it's the game, the new version of Foundry, or whatever it is that you had in any capacity. So.
Hell yeah. Highlight, without, revealing anything to anybody else, I really like the new stuff that you added.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Very good. I love it. I can't wait to be affected by it. And then, the only sort of low light for me were the 2 times that Foundry was giving me guff.
Yeah.
Other than that, fantastic session.
Awesome. Appreciate it. Thanks. I'm glad to hear that. Clarence, highlight and low light, sir.
I like the kind of puzzle-like nature of the train going forward, trying to figure out how we need to get where we need to go. I don't like the new character sheet, but I understand it's easier to work with. It's just kind of jumbled with it being condensed.
Yeah, I can go back and change it real quick, because it's what I had to change it to for a second in order to add something, but I think it's probably something that I need to tweak on my end. So that way it actually works right. But there you go. I fixed it for everybody. It's back to the old sheet. Old sheet's a lot easier to work with, which I'm not sure why the default sheet was not letting me drag things, but it's probably something with a module that I had to fix. But yeah, so highlight was the puzzle piece. The puzzle is thinking of getting around the train, and then the character sheet jumbledness.
I'm just blindly going in one direction, and
right.
Yeah, I like the double backing and trying to do puzzles.
Yeah, they do have. I mean, you guys know about it now, so I can tell you what it says. It's called the old switcheroo in this train, and it does say, boy, obviously, Alder, you know this already because you run this campaign too. But the old switcheroo, it says first time characters pass through this interior vegetable at the front of a car. It leads to a random train car they have not yet visited. When this happens, the characters pass through the vegetable doors, vanish through a portal of swirling mist, and wait in limbo. Once all characters follow the door closest behind them, and they arrive at a random car, is determined by rolling on the random card table. So, there you go. This is a little extra feature, like you said, so you're not just going cart to cart. You might end up in a random spot. But cool. Thank you for sharing that. What about you, Dr. Morn? Highlight and low light.
The highlight for me, even though in character he was disinterested, was definitely the card reading. I thought that was really cool.
Did you? Sweet.
I thought how some of them were fairly accurate, and I thought the art on the card was also really cool.
Yeah, no, that's the artwork on these cards are really awesome for sure. Some of you guys, you got the one that was a really fun one.
Somebody got one I wanted.
Which one was that one? What did they get that you wanted to get?
Hold on, let me go to the diary here. The Hermit. Clarence got the Hermit. I wanted the Hermit so bad.
Yeah, that's a good one. Because you got the Empress.
Empress.
Yeah, High Priestess was Revan. And then Madeira, you got the
Justice.
The Justice.
Dr. Moore got the Devil.
Yeah, Dr. Moore got the Devil. And then
the Emperor.
And then Bald got the Hierophant, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Cool. So, those are some fun things that you come with that. So, yeah, basically the Fated Tarot cards will lead you to something that's you're fated to get somewhere along this journey. All of you guys, a lot of the items that you have on here, from what I'm reading, are pretty later on in the campaign.
I would definitely figure that. It's not like, oh, here it is.
Well, one of them actually you get as soon as we're done here at the Ghost Light. Which one have you got?
Yep.
Yeah, it's if you get... what was that one called?
The Fool.
The Fool, yep, thank you. The Fool, yeah, you would get, right after being done here in the Ghost Light, your fated item would be right there in the grass. But no one got it, so... And that's actually card number 1.
Is 20 the world?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, and the world, so you know which one the world does?
Yeah, the world is crazy.
Mm-hmm. I'll tell you this, since no one got it, I can say what it is, but it's a pretty powerful spell, so one of you guys rolled a nat 20. What the card says is that now this card is just berries. The world is ever-changing and constantly throwing obstacles in your way, but pulling this card is a sign that you're about to overcome something monumental. Everyone you must sacrifice will be worth it. Victory awaits. And it says if you pull this card, you'll be granted the ability to cast the wish spell 1 time.
Jeez.
Shit.
At a certain point in the game, but yes, you'll be able to cast the wish spell.
So are these cards like their value is decided via the number rolled, or is it just like they all have decent value? It's just that since that one's a nat 20, that one's really strong.
Yeah,
They all have decent value, yeah.
Yeah, they all have decent value. Some of them are better for your particular character than others. But yeah, they're all good items. Just obviously, if you're going to roll a nat 20 on a d20 for a card dice, they want to give you something pretty nice. So they give you a wish spell. The rest are just either items from some of the NPCs you'll come across or something you'll find in a random place. But most of them are associated with something of the plot that you guys will get based on the cards you pulled. That's what you individually will get. So obviously, Alder, you probably, since you know this campaign, you know what you got, you know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, I know what's in store for me.
Right.
That could be like way later on, though.
As a way later on one. Two of you guys are gonna get them at the same time because you've got the same person, or the same location at least. Yeah, your Dr. Morns will be later on too, pretty close to the end. And then Clarence,
He's about halfway.
About halfway through, yeah. And Madeira was Justice. That's the same time as Vault's gonna get his more likely. And then Revan, yours was the Priestess. Yours is about halfway, middle, and no one gets their stuff immediately. So, but at least it's technically if we went with what Philip got, what did he get before?
The Emperor.
The Emperor, yeah. Okay, so that one's in the like relatively the beginning ish.
Me and him are gonna get married. That's what I'm taking a bean from this.
Right. Yeah, that's a pretty good thing you would have got. But in any case, thanks, Dr. Moore, for sharing what you had. Did you have any low light? I don't know if you hit on that.
Once again, I think the low light was probably what Julie said with the character sheet getting all jumbled up, which is not anyone's fault. I'll definitely get used to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna check some module stuff throughout all this week to make sure it's not going to cause any issues with. Because the only issue I had was adding items to your sheet. Everything else worked fine, so I don't know why that is. It's probably a module thing, but I'll figure out what it is and fix it.
Personal low light is I'm like really kicking myself taking poison and necrotic cantrips. I'm like, oh, I can't use these in any fight. As of right now.
As of right now, that's true. I mean, if you had, there's some people in here who have the ability to have you overcome resistances and immunities and stuff like that eventually.
Yeah.
So that'll be nice. All right, appreciate you sharing, Madeira. What about you? Highlight, low light.
I really liked the tarot reading too. That was great. So that would have been my highlight. I really liked the visions, like where we got to where we saw for a moment, like all the I was really excited about the blood in mine for some reason. Like I really liked like how visceral it felt. Like I could really easily visualize like all the piles of bodies and all the them trying to look at me, and I was like, oh my gosh, it was really cool. The different illustrations is the right word. Visuals. We'll go with visuals. I really like the visuals that you brought up with visions, so that was really cool. And then I can't think of a particular low light. I feel like this went really well for me. I'm really excited that I didn't have trouble with Foundry too. Like that one, it just went, which is great. I'm really trying to think of something because I do think it's important to give constructive criticism when it's requested, but I really can't think of anything that I would say this was bad, let's do this better, because I guess what other people have been harping on, the issue with the dragon dropping the what's it called, the inventory thing, but that got resolved fairly quickly, and I don't mind how cramped it is, so that's as long as it works, it's fine for me, but yeah, that would be it for me.
Okay.
Can I go to bed? Because I've got to get up in 3.5 hours.
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead.
Right.
Feel free to.
All right. Y'all have a good night.
Yeah, we'll see you next week.
Good night.
All right. Revan. Highlight, low light.
Absolutely nothing. Bye. No, I really liked the visions side of the tarot cards, along with the vision thing that's happened with all the visions in the first session were pretty awesome. I like how they're tying into each of our characters and everything. I really like that. And yeah, to harp on the same thing that everybody else got, the switching of the character sheet. And when we had to reload Frickin' Moon, for some reason it reset the audio values all the way back to 100 on everything for me. So,
oh really?
As soon as combat music started, it was
yeah, that's
a rush to ignore it.
I apologize for that. I didn't realize that it reset it all for you guys either.
It was during the break.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm not sure why it did that. It probably has something to do with when you reloaded, it must have reset that stuff. I don't know what exactly caused that. But good to know. Hopefully I can figure out what it is. Again, I switched to version 13 2 days ago, and I got everything working, and then there's little things I can't account for until we're actually running it, which now I know about. Now I can dissect them and dig deeper into it. But for the most part, ran pretty smooth today, except for a handful of things it seemed like. So, cool. Revan, appreciate you sharing your highlight and lowlight, and then of course Bald, what you got for me?
So highlight, I'm really into the story and all of the like visions and flashbacks and all of that. Only downside, and this is entirely my fault, I hate wisdom saving throws right now.
Yeah, it's, you know, here's the thing. So I'll be completely transparent why you rolled them. So you obviously all of you rolled it in that circus room because you all died in a circus. So naturally you guys are gonna have a moment there where we'll see how it affects you, because you guys are in a weird spot between your new life and then the life you had before. So you're gonna have moments like that. And then for you, Evolved, when you were in the baggage room, you experienced something that had to do with your thread.
That makes sense, considering the medicine bag.
Yep. Yeah, I know what it was indicating to you.
If you gave me like a con saving throw, that'd be fine.
Right.
That's great. That'd be great, actually. But wisdom is my absolute worst.
Well, I will make sure to continue to use it more often.
It is my absolute worst.
Yeah, right. Well, you know, that's what comes with these types of things. Go ahead.
Just now that I've had a little bit of time to think, I do have another highlight and another lowlight. Highlight, and this is you know, sort of more on the party end. I really like that we've started like doing teamwork stuff early, like you know, synergizing what we can all do and using all of our stuff together to find solutions to problems. Love that. Usually, like, especially with like you know, groups that haven't played together really, you know, it could take a while for something like that to happen, and it's really cool that like we're all like supporting what each other can do, and like, you know, with Morn, you know, thinking to look for the tag on Alder, really great, really cool stuff. And then just a quick low light, Wereraven, if you're like having tech issues and you know, maybe something isn't popping up that was supposed to pop up, I think your descriptions are good enough that we don't need to know that. Like, if you know what it's supposed to look like, you can fully just describe it to us without letting us know that there's any sort of like image that's supposed to pop up. And you're good, man.
I appreciate it. Thanks. There's definitely. Go ahead. Yeah, no, go ahead.
As I say, you can always make a channel in the Perfect Moon that is just artwork that you can dump if it doesn't work.
Yes, so
I think we'd all like to have reference points to the cards that we have, unless we're not able to keep them past the train.
Yeah.
I actually did a snippet and put it on my character background.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, I could definitely provide those for you guys. I've noticed the way that they built the characters for the NPCs in here. They give it, most of them, like their top-down view, which is great. But they have such cool artwork that are associated with them in their bio, and I don't know how to share that image. I can't figure it out, so I may just have to create an artwork section that every time you guys pull those images out, and then whenever you guys encounter whatever it is you do, I can just say, here you go, because as some of you are familiar with, like, corn dollies are cool. They're little familiars, and then their image that they have in there is really cool.
Real quick, if you know, I mean, I know you backed the Kickstarter and you have all of this, but if you go to the reference decks of the digital downloads, all of the artwork is in there. It is, I will say, just a pain in the ass because they don't have them in there by name; they have them in there by card number.
Okay.
And that's what like I use for like the handouts and stuff for the different NPCs.
Okay, I will take a look at that because I can see where now I see where they're all at. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna have to probably
they're under their own little separate thing there.
Yeah, I see that. Because like you said, the artwork is so cool. Yeah, I just wish
it's so good.
I wish that they did it for like their artwork, so that way it's easier to share. But they embedded them into the backgrounds, and now it's like I can't share this because it won't let me. But one day I'll either figure it out or I'll drop them in there. Either way, I appreciate you saying that. I give good descriptions. I do like having, like, if I can describe something and you guys can get an idea, but then back it up with an image, I think it makes for a better experience. But if I can't, I can't.
Yeah, if it's giving you like an issue, I would just say, you know, go with a description, and then like if you can get it to work later, you know, pop it in later.
Right.
But yeah, that was it.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and put this stream to bed. So thanks everyone for watching. I saw we just got a follower here towards the end, so I appreciate that. Until next week for session 3, we'll be seeing you. Have a good rest of your week, everyone.
Bye.
Peace out.
All right, cool. Got that stream end done. Everybody's muted, so feel free to say whatever it is you want to say. But great session, everyone. I enjoy this campaign a lot. The more I read into this, the more I love this story. It seems like Legends of Adventurous took everything that DMs complain about with D&D and fixed them all. It's like a co-DM wrote this book, and they just did all the work for you for a lot of it, and it's awesome.
Yeah, it's the best written module I've ever seen.
It's very well written. Even the way that they did the levels up to 20 portion, a level they came up with after that, it looks so cool. But yeah, honestly, I know CM the DM Connor, whatever you want to go by. I know that what you think of this campaign, because I'm obviously in your game. But so far, even though we've only played the Ghostlight Express, and we should be finishing that next session. What do you guys think of it so far, with just the Ghostlight Express?
It's a different setting rather than like generic fantasy medieval castle.
Yeah.
So it's a nice change of pace, and it's the part of like the appropriate touch of spooky.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, full core is a tough one to get down well. Because there's a certain amount of you don't want to be too much into the horror. You want to add a little bit of some comedic relief in it, a little bit of like leeriness, spookiness, some actual horror, there's a fine line with it, and it's interesting. And plus, we haven't really got super deep into the folkiness of it. There's a little bit of a touch of like southern horror in this portion of it right now.
Yeah, the
train is kind of like the Death House from Strahd, isn't it?
I mean, a little bit.
I've done the Death House in the sense of like, okay, this is at the beginning, and it's
right.
like it kind of disconnected from Strahd. You can make it connected, but
yeah. Well, I wouldn't say it's disconnected from the story itself.
Yeah.
It's a good way to get you into where you're gonna end up.
Yeah, because the Death House is like a nightmare if you go into that without any prep. You're just like, oh, just meat grind all the players until the end.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, I know. I almost died.
Yeah, Vald played and is currently in my Curse of Strahd campaign on Thursdays, and so he experienced my Death House, and they all made it out alive. But I think between the 4 of them, I think they had 5 hit points between 4 of them total. But they made it out.
Right.
Yeah. And
so
one of them
now my character is kind of turned into a vampire's worst nightmare.
Yeah, that's true. Which is a good thing. That's what you want. You want to have some progress. But his he plays a Warforged who is created to essentially be a vampire hunter, and he realized that his creator was Rudolf Van Richten. So he just found it out recently. It's pretty cool.
I fucking love Warforged. It just sucks that like a lot of DMs are just like, I don't really want to roll by tonight.
Well, my character is a divine soul sorcerer who is also a Warforged.
Ooh, very like Jewish golem themed.
Yeah.
Like he's obsessed with religions. His body is made out of silver, and he is covered in runes. And I took the Rune Shaper feat.
Ooh.
Yeah, and he also, the way I did it in that campaign too, is when you have, each of them had a secret, and when you brought your secret to a conclusion, you get an epic boon for a feature.
Yeah, and I took combat prowess, so I never miss anymore.
Pretty much. And the other guy, he took the Fortitude one, where now he just adds a free plus 40 to his hit points. Now he's a level 5 fighter with 105 hit points. So yeah, it's pretty insane, but it's a fun campaign. They're loving it, and I mean, I have.
Oh, and don't forget about my other feat, my what is it, Iron Hero, where I can negate legendary actions. Yeah, you can do as a reaction to negate a legendary action. I mean, that doesn't completely eliminate legendary actions, but it does eliminate some of the gnarly ones. I think by the end game, I'll be able to do 5 per long rest. Yeah, it'll be nice to have. It'll be good for the end fight. But even though these guys got some pretty powerful characters, even at this point in the level, Caster or Vault's character in Curse of Strahd has already died once. Everybody's died. And then 2 of them came back, 2 of them re-rolled a new character. So there's all the OG characters died once already, and somewhere to those Strigoi, those things are no joke. And then after that, it was the Hags. Yep.
Hags are no joke.
I almost killed myself fighting the Hags.
He did. Yeah, he used that feature, the exhaustion, where you can cast a spell slot you don't have in exchange for exhaustion. He did that twice and put himself at level 4 exhaustion.
I just realized once I get my subclass, I should be able to actually help with Vault with saving throws, because I can essentially apply bless that stacks with bless. because there's a resilience potion you can make.
Excuse me. I'm looking at some of these creatures on here. You know, I don't know if you guys knew this, but there are some like over CR20 creatures in this campaign.
My favorite creature in the entire campaign is the Gobblegeist.
The Gobblegeist. I have to look at this guy again.
I love it so much.
Oh yeah, I love the way it looks already.
But just so folks know, I'm going to be putting my notes here in the Diary of the Crooked Queen chat. So anybody who wants to do the recap and if you wanted to, if you needed like a refresher of what happened, I'm going to be putting everything in there.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
I usually write notes like in a book. I forgot it this time. I'm just so used to like doing it in person. That's why I was like,